Good morning and hello. And let me get myself situated here. I kind of pushing the time thing. Let me get my chats and all that stuff opened up. If everything will open for me. There we go. There's YouTube. What does YouTube sound like anyway? Kind of pushing the time thing. Alright, YouTube sounds about normal. Let me get that chat out here where I can see it in case you decide to join my happy ass. Yoink. I can go right there. Gotta get everything organized because I am like the most organized person on the planet, as you can tell. How about we pop open Twitch? Oh no, I'm not doing Twitch. Twitch can fuck off, huh? Oh, we are on X though, so we'll pop that chat open if we can. Let's see here. Where is the chat for this? I always forget where the chat is for these streams on X. Because I am a goober or old, I don't know. Where is that chat at? Chat. Where'd it go? Oh well, we'll worry about it later. What do we sound like on X though? Old, I don't know. Where is that chat at? Okay, we sound about normal there. How's about the kickaroony? It's gonna make me sign in because I kind of forgot to. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. Sounds okie dokie. Let's get that popped out. Alrighty, so today's adventure, today's thing to do is I completely missed catching and watching the Asmongold and DSP interview show. We're gonna take a look at that. Well, I didn't completely miss it. I started to watch it, but I decided it would probably be better to jump on a stream and watch it because that's more fun and shit like that. So let me get here to where I want to be. Oh, that's not it.
We have a very...
Why can I not? Get this to... work properly. I don't want to capture my whole screen. I just want. There we go. Get old Asmongold here. Boom. Yoink, there we are. Hi, haha. What I'm getting. Get some things moved around here. There we go. That's better. Right? All right. Cool beans. All right, let's see here. what is this, an hour, and it lasted an hour and 49 minutes. Okay, like I said, I started watching some of it. No, actually, I never actually got into the actual thing itself because I was going to watch good old Papa Gundam and Nanus go through it. But like I said, I wanted to go through it fresh just to see if there were any, I don't know, things that would stand out to me because I'm not a DSP lore god expert. I leave that to the professionals, like Papa Gundam and many others. But I know a little bit. So, from the guy who knows a little bit, let's see here.
We have a very important guest.
Asmongold, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you? I've seen your videos on and off for the last 10 years, and now I'm talking to you. That's odd.
10 freaking years?
Yeah.
That's crazy that, you've been watching this stuff for that long. Now, hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
When you say you've been watching my videos,
you're right.
Are you actually watching my videos, or are you watching the detractor?
I'm watching videos of you.
So the question, I guess my question for you is, overall, after watching me for 10 years, what is your impression? Because
Ooh. Okay, overall, I'm going to give my impression first. He has the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. He begs for money way too much, and I think he knows it.
Because I hear things all the time, but I hear it from a very isolated group. And I'm curious, as someone who's been an outsider watching this kind of content, what do you think?
Well, I mean, the videos that I see, let's be honest. I'm sure you've seen a few of them, right? And a lot of people have opinions about the way that you stream. And especially about the way that you finance your streams. That's been a lot of people asking about this. Before we get into that, we got to get something straight.
Okay.
Can I just say it? Is it all right if I just, we just talk, straight?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so whenever you went on stream and you accidentally got caught jerking off, you got suspended by...
That's the first place it goes. So, when you got caught wanking, you spanking. So, anyway.
By Twitch, right?
No.
What?
I was not streaming on Twitch. I was streaming on YouTube.
So you weren't streaming on Twitch when that happened?
What I thought he was. Okay. Apparently I'm a dingbat. Anyway.
No, I was actually not a Twitch streamer at that time. I was only streaming on YouTube, and nothing happened at all. I had zero repercussions for it because it wasn't. There was no nudity. There was no sound. It was just my O face, basically.
Right, of course.
Your O face, dude. If that is your O face, I feel kind of bad for your O face, actually.
And so, why don't you stream on Twitch?
It's a good question.
Wouldn't you just make more money? You're streaming on Kick, you're streaming on YouTube. At least on Twitch, because here's the way I see it, right? Is that if you're streaming on Twitch, you can at least make some money from ads. But, if you're streaming on YouTube, how the fuck do you make any money? Because, you're going to get, fucking super chats, maybe, or, a subscription. But that's about it, right?
Wait, didn't Asmon just come out not too long ago and show that he made actually really good money through YouTube? And Twitch was currently the least of what he made? Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I was pretty sure that's what he just did. Or that may have been somebody else, but I thought for sure it was Asmongold.
No, I get ad revenue on every stream that I do on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's not
if it were a video playing.
Yeah, it's not like Twitch, though. Twitch pays way more.
Twitch pays way more for
Yeah.
ads.
So speaking of that, okay, if Twitch pays more for, I'm streaming, assuming, excuse me, I'm assuming like live ads while you're live streaming, right? That's what they're paying more for. But if an ad plays when somebody's watching your VOD on Twitch, do you get the money for that too? I mean, I would assume you probably should, but I'm just curious.
They still do. They still do. If you're not like me, like for me, I like talking about politics, and so I get paid about 3 cents a day. But if you don't do that, you get thousands of dollars. I mean, if you get enough viewers. Yeah.
Well, I did stream on Twitch for a while.
Why'd you stop?
And
I stopped because Twitch is ass. And the growth there just does not fucking exist. Well, I shouldn't say stop. I should say currently I'm not doing.
well, I stopped in 2021 because my detractors in 2021 actually put together this package of stuff that was like clips of me from over a decade before. So when I started, I've been streaming since 2008. Okay, well, not streaming, excuse me. I've been a YouTuber since 2008. And back then, it was the Wild West, and everyone said and did whatever they wanted to try to get like shock value out of the audience. Back then my audience was all teenagers, so I'm doing like over-the-top sexualized dialogue about women's tits in the video game all the time, and I'm doing racial commentary, like racial jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did that a couple days ago.
Yeah, of course it hasn't been did a couple days ago because it's still fucking funny.
Well, there you go. See, I did it 15 years ago, and
yeah, I did it first. Yeah.
People found it back then funny. Today they find it offensive.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, they don't find it offensive. Like a couple of fucking dipshits on Blue Sky or Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. Those fucking morons, they find it offensive because no one has ever told them to buckle up, Buttercup. This is life. Fuck off and move on. But, that's just my opinion anyway. Oh, if you haven't guessed it, yes, I curse.
And so, well, you're right. But at the same time,
you got to bring those back.
Culture aspect.
Yeah, no, there are annoying Karens on the internet that are like that. You're right. No, it's true. And in 2008, they were not on the internet, and now they are.
That's right.
Yes. So
in 2021, my detractors put together this package of like clips from 2010. There was this one time I did a little demo playthrough of a game called Dead Space 2. You probably have heard of it.
Yes.
And I made Nazi jokes. Terrible, right? But
were they funny jokes? I'm sorry, but no material for comedy, in my mind anyway, is ever gonna be off of limits. None. I will tell a Nazi joke. I will tell a retardo joke. I will tell a tranny joke. I do not care. If it's funny, it's funny. If you like hurt somebody's feelings on accident, whatever. Move on. Who cares? Just don't try and do it on purpose.
I made Nazi jokes, so they take that, and then they take a comment about me saying something, something racial about Asians or something, and it's all like 15 years old.
Asians, what can you say racial about Asians? They're short, eat rice. Most of the time, Asian chicks are kind of hot. Ting tang bing bang, walla walla ping pang. They drop their kid. They drop the kids. They name their kids by dropping a bunch of pans. Ting tang tong ping tong tong bang bing bing tong tong tong.
And they sent it to everyone. They sent it to Teespring, I had a partnership with. They sent it to the Twitch partner program team. They sent it to everyone. And in 2021 context, all these teams looked at this and said, oh, this guy's a horrible racist bigot. And like overnight in like 2021, I got kicked out of everything. I got kicked out of the Twitch partner program. I got kicked off Teespring. I got kicked off of every one of these pop-up services. You know how you get pop-ups on your stream for contributions?
Are you sure you didn't get kicked off everything just because you're a dickhead?
They all canceled me. They all said, "Oh, you're offensive. You're canceled." And I'm like, "For what? Like, what did I do?" And they'd be like, "Oh, well, you said hateful things." What did I say? Because I haven't done this kind of content since like 2010.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about? And Twitch specifically, their lawyers wrote me back and said, "Oh, we actually don't have any legal obligation to say what you did wrong. And we're actually not going to tell you what you did wrong at all. If you want to reapply for the partner program, come back in a year, but too bad."
Okay.
And I was like, how could I ever improve my content, make sure that I'm in line with your platform's terms of service if you don't tell me what I actually did wrong?
All right. You know what? I'm going to say, it's hard to believe DSP. It really is. It's kind of, it's really, from what little I know about Filberto Billet Boy here, it's hard to even kind of believe him, you know what I mean? But platforms have always been kind of shit about telling you what you did wrong or not did or why they kick you or anything like that. So, I tend to kind of lean on him in here.
And their attitude was, "We don't care. Too bad." And I was like, all right, well, I'll see if I can still make some money streaming on Twitch even without the partner program. So for about another month, I was streaming on Twitch and I was just trying to take in like tips and contributions and stuff like that. One day I'm streaming the game Returnal. You remember that game?
Yes.
And you remember how high action that game was. Like there's shit.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of crap going on, but I saw clips of that. He was so bad.
It was it was a lot of shit going on. Yeah.
Very frenetic. So in the middle of me playing it, I'm reading something off the screen and I get attacked from the side and I'm like, "Oh shit, blah, blah, blah." And I like got tongue tied.
Did you accidentally say the N-word?
No, it sounded almost like I did, but I definitely didn't say it because I was reading the screen. You could see what I was actually trying to say when I got.
See, now by Asmon's reaction here, it looks like he's probably seen the clip where Darkside Philly does say the N-word, and he's just leaning back like, "Oh man, I was gonna give you the out to be like, yeah, I said it. It just came out. I shouldn't have done it." But then again, people will be like, "Yeah, look, Darkside Phil went on Asmon's channel and admitted to saying the N-word. Like he said Niagara Falls."
Interrupted.
Yeah.
And they suspended me. And I'm like, "How could you suspend me? I didn't do anything." "Oh, well, you said the N-word." I was like, "No, I didn't." Watch it back. Within an hour, they unsuspended me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to stream on a platform where, number one, at any moment, you're going to accuse me of being like a hateful bigot.
Yeah.
But then you won't justify what you're saying. You won't even send me evidence of me doing anything wrong, violating your terms. And you take away my ability to monetize my streams. That's number one. And
Asmon looks like he looks so disinterested in what anything DSP is saying. Like, just absolutely like, "Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't give a fuck."
then on top of that, even if I try to survive and make a living otherwise, like, okay, I'll just take tips or whatever, then you're going to suspend me on a whim for something I literally didn't do because my trolls flagged the stream. And at that point, I said, I don't want to be here anymore. And I stepped away, and ever since I've been a full-time YouTube streamer.
Yeah, for some reason, I have a really hard time believing that Phil here stepped away from somewhere where he could be making any money, even if it's just a little bit. Especially, well, I guess then there wasn't multi-streaming. I was like, especially now with multi-streaming, but okay, maybe not.
And for the last year, I've also co-streamed on Kick, and that's how I make my living. So I don't want to be on Twitch. I don't want to be on a place that's unprofessional, and at a moment's notice, they're going to cancel me when I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm going to be honest. So, like, do you think that you were a victim of cancel culture?
I was a victim of...
Ooh, that's good. Because Phil always says he's the victim. At least in what I've seen, anyway, right? In like the clips and whatnot I've seen. Because I'm not gonna watch the stream, but in the clips and shit I've seen, it seems to be the case where he claims he's the victim. Let's see what he says.
A group of people on the internet who really don't like me taking advantage of cancel culture.
Well,
that's what it was, because
okay.
Twitch didn't give a shit.
I think
Twitch
that's kind of based.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
It is. I mean, now, I mean, things have changed a lot since then. 2021 was a different universe, as I'm sure that you know. But so you're talking about, I know that some of my viewers might not be familiar with this. You're talking about this term detractors. Can you expand on that?
So there's a difference between an internet troll and a detractor. Okay, an internet troll is just someone who like wants to make fun of you, razz you every once in a while. You know, a detractor is someone who is like absolutely dedicated to your downfall.
Okay.
Someone.
No. I'm pretty sure the detractors are not dedicated to Phil's downfall. In fact, I'm fairly certain that the detractors, well, one, they get more views than he does from what I've seen. So I'm pretty sure that they want him to keep going. The more Phil talks, the more he streams, the more content they have. So I'm pretty sure they don't want to destroy him. I'm pretty sure they want to keep him going, but that's just my humble opinion.
Who spends untold amounts of time watching and stalking your content, trying to nitpick, trying to find flaws in your character, so that then they can highlight them and try to make you look bad for personal gain.
Yeah, but all the quote-unquote detractors do is just, like, put you up on the screen, dude. They, like, just clip out a minute of your stream where you piss and moan about people not giving you enough money. What was the other thing I saw the other day? Him threatening not to give Kick their some chat thing or discussion or talk thing or whatever back. I don't know what it was. So, you know, but then again, too, you know, I'm trying to give DSP here the benefit of the doubt, which I know there are going to be people out there that see this at some point and go, oh my God, don't give that moron the benefit of the doubt. But that's just kind of how I work, you know. You know, what was I going to say? I forgot. I'm asking you what I was going to say, like you know. Oh, yeah, so maybe maybe every clip of DSP ever begging for money or being a peckerwood to his chat and to the people who watch him for some fucking reason, maybe every one of them has been taken out of context, right? Maybe everyone. Maybe if you saw 30 seconds before and 30 seconds after the clip, you would have a completely different opinion, or more than likely you would still have the same one.
That's what I consider.
So do you think that they really want you to fail, or they just want to, like, I think that they want to keep you down, but they don't want you to fail, because if it's like kind of like harvesting a crop in a way, right? Because like if they totally get rid of your content, then
yeah, I don't think they want to keep him down, but I do think they want to keep him going.
As you said, they're not going to make any fucking money. So they want you to succeed, but just in a very, very limited way, right?
I would say to some extent you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
A lot of them, that is their game. The problem is it's not necessarily the people making the content that's the problem. It's
Right.
the people that watch their content.
Oh.
They don't understand the context
So
of the
I'm the
content,
problem.
and then they come after me. Oh, no, not you. I'm saying like some of their like
I like that. So I'm the problem. Oh, no. You're good. It's okay. Please, Papa Asmon, please gargle, cock, gargle, cock.
diehard fans
Yeah.
have done some pretty fucked up stuff to me and my family. And not just me. I'm talking anyone who's considered a lol cow on the internet or whatever. The extent that these people go, they don't understand that, okay, this is all a joke. Let's make fun of them. Let's make some money on it. Listen, that goes hand in hand. I get that. But if then you're going to try to go out of your way to get me to lose my livelihood completely, you're actually going to try to harass people in real life, to try to stalk people in real life. That's when it gets crazy.
So
that's when you.
It's kind of like It's kind of like professional wrestling, right? Where it's like some people like they understand that it's kind of a joke and it's for fun, and like there's like tongue-in-cheek humor to it. But there's some people that take it too far.
I would agree with that statement. Yes.
And while we're on the topic of wrestling, there has been.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say, and speaking of wrestling, are we going to get into DSP's wrestling money spent mobile game thingy?
Hold on one second.
Go ahead. Preface.
Oh, and here's DSP kind of trying to redirect away from the wrestle whatever it was fucking game where he spent, what was it, like almost $100,000, something like that, right? I mean, somebody can correct me in the chat or comments if I'm wrong, but wasn't it close to like 100 G's?
I just want to.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to preface it. Actually, I want to say something different. Actually, before we start, because here's the problem, which you may not be aware of.
Right.
Okay. And by the way, I want to thank you for giving me this platform, being able to speak with you today, because you have a ridiculous amount of viewership, and this is awesome that I get to actually talk with you and say my.
Yes, this is awesome that I get to come on your stuff and get a little mini boost, because people are going to give me a little mini boost, I think, maybe, kind of, sort of. Somehow, though, I really doubt that this is going to boost DSP in any way, shape, or form.
My piece and all this.
Sure.
So thank you for that.
Of course.
FYI, I'm in a unique situation. I have so many detractors, okay, that when you react to my stuff, you watch a detractor video or whatever, you might think, hey, well, this is cool. I'm giving Phil the rub, right? I'm watching some of Phil's content today. Maybe some.
I highly doubt that Asmon thinks he's giving Phil anything. I'm pretty sure it never crossed his mind. Somebody just said, hey, watch this idiot be a dumbass. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I'll watch somebody be a fucking retard. Okay, I'm good with that.
People will head over and check him out or whatever. And that's a positive outcome from you watching my content.
Yes.
The problem here is that's not the case, because my detractors every single day live restream my streams illegally. Okay, it's not like they're adding commentary or criticism. They're just live restreaming just to say, hey.
Oh my God, he cares so little about what DSP is saying. He gives so little of a shit that while the dude is talking, and he's got Twitter X, whatever, pulled up on screen, he would rather thumb through that or scroll through that shit than pay attention to what Philly Billy fucking silly here is saying. Holy shit, this is great.
Watch it over here so Phil doesn't make any money or get any attention. They steal my content. Right now, they're ripping this video, and they will have it on their channel before I can have it live on mine.
But you streamed it on your channel. That's how it works. The stream, unless you have it set to not automatically post it to your channel, YouTube automatically posts the stream to your channel. And somehow, I highly doubt DSP is going in and doing any fancy editing to any of his shit. I don't think he does any editing at all. At least not from what little I've seen anyway. So, how can anybody have it loaded as a video first when you are streaming it and you automatically are doing it? Now, their reactions to you, maybe they're reacting live to your dumbass, which many people did, and I unfortunately was not able to because I work at night. I work in the depths of the moon and all that weird shit. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay awake long enough. But you're literally like fucking uploading it while you stream it. But okay, I guess.
So the problem is, you watch the content and they say, "Oh, DSP, let me go find him." And they go to YouTube, they type in DSP, and all they get in the search is my detractor.
It's about you being an idiot.
Well, yeah. I don't know. You know what? We're gonna no, we're not gonna go off stream here. Okay, well, if they're looking at just DSP, I'm sure quite a bit of it is literally just the quote unquote detractor accounts. But what about what's his main channel? DSP Gaming? But then again, if you're just watching the clippers and shit, they're probably not going to say DSP Gaming. So, okay. I'm going to have to kind of be okay with him on that one.
Basically, right?
They can never find my channel.
Yeah.
Like, there was a case in point earlier this year. There was a guy in the fighting game community. He had heard one of my takes on the recent Street Fighter game, and he responded to it, but he couldn't find my actual content. He only found the detractor clips that looked like shit. You know, they were all fuzzy and shit.
Right.
And he's like, "I want to talk to Phil. Can anyone tell me what his real channel is?" And no one could. No one could even tell him my real channel.
So, well, I just searched DSP myself. So DSP tries it Memeology 101. Is this your main channel?
That is
okay,
not
that's
me.
not your main channel. Okay, let's scroll down. How about Raw Phil? Is that your main channel?
Nope.
That's
He's my number one thief.
Okay, well, here's another one. I even recognize this name, Duty Streams. This one also isn't your main channel either, right?
Nope. These are all my detractors.
Okay, all right. Mighty D. This isn't you, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Robust Urban Garlic. All right. This is again not you. All right.
I don't think so.
So I think that you're actually right about this. I don't. Where the Snort Burnell? Snort Burnell. That's you. No.
Well, I do snort sometimes on the stream, but no, that's not my channel, sadly.
So okay? So you snorted before on the stream, and this has got to be Photoshop. Yeah, okay, it is that one's Photoshop. All right, it looks like my hair, not yours.
Okay.
And
so could I
ahead.
actually tell people my channel so if they want to check it out, they have an opportunity?
You know
if
what?
They have a chance?
I mean, we're not going to find it here, so I think you have to.
Okay. My main channel where I stream every single day, well, almost every day. It's usually around 5 to 6.
Oh, like, excuse me. Like we're not going to find it here, so I think we have to. That's pretty much like Asmon being like, dude, your fucking detractors have more traffic than you. That is why they come up in the search first, because YouTube search is basically a bit more of a better version of Google search. So if Phil was getting the viewers and shit, if you put DSP in there or Darkside Phil in the search bar, you would get his channel. But since how you're not, that just shows you that his detractors are getting more views by clipping him.
6 days a week. It's youtube.com/DSP Gaming. Okay. My channel is so old You don't need the @ symbol to find it. It's actually hard-coded DSP gaming. It's been around for 15 plus years. And there's tons of content.
It's hard-coded. You don't need the @ symbol, as Asmon is highlighting the @ symbol. I mean, come the fuck on. Oh, this is great. I love how he's just kind of slipping one of those little white lies is what he's doing. Right? Phil here is slipping in a little white lie. Because here's what happens. One of two things is going to happen. Either Asmon's going to be like, well, no, dude, I have it right here. I pulled up your name on the search bar, and it's got the @ thing in it. And, you know, it's there. And then Phil's going to go, oh, well, you know, I can just put DSP gaming in the search bar and it works for me. Or anytime I just do YouTube/DSP gaming, it works for me. I've never had to put the @ symbol in there. And as far as I know, nobody else had to put the @ symbol in there either. Or Asmon's just going to make a face and move on. Probably the second one. I want to keep Phil on the screen as long as possible, right?
I mean, this thing is like a repository of ridiculous amounts of game playthroughs that I've done.
Can you see my cursor? Yeah? Okay. Even his home screen. Even the home screen has @DSP Gaming.
Do have another channel that's DSP Reacts. That one is @DSP Reacts. That one I don't use that much. I do fast food reviews on there. So if you want to check that out, you can.
Yes. @DSP Reacts. Fast food reviews. I just saw a clip of him, like, wanting people to pay him money to try Five Guys? Are you trying to tell me the DSP's fat ass has never had Five Guys? Especially if there's a Five Guys restaurant around him, or burger place, whatever you want to call it.
But it's DSP Gaming is where you can find me. So if anyone's watching this, hey, I just want to give the guy a look. Please actually watch the real channel, because then you'll actually see the content. You know, it'll be nice instead of just the detractors getting a rub.
Okay, all right. So basically, these detractors have completely taken over your YouTube algorithm, and now nobody actually watches you. Like, you're a well-known figure on the internet, but nobody actually watches you.
You're right. Right now, more people are watching the restreams of my stream than my stream.
How did this happen?
Well, how did it happen? I'm going to figure that Phil was a fucking moron and has never been, I'm a dickhead, and figured out how not to be a dickhead. Or at least to roll with it and make money.
A combination of factors. The big one that actually sunk my channel was that in 2015, so this is 10 years ago, a detractor hit me with a whole bunch of false copyright strikes. And this is when the copyright strike thing was really abusable. Okay. I was a partner with Machinima Network back then, and they had a meeting with YouTube about it. And YouTube says to Machinima, Phil needs to delete any videos on his channel where these detractors could actually hit him with a false copyright strike.
Whenever I was asking about the detractors, why do you think that you have detractors?
See, there's a million reasons why. And listen, I'm not going to...
I love the concerned parent look on Asmongold's face.
Any of them your fault?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say. I was going to say, there's no way that I'm going to say it's never my fault or it's not my fault. This all started back in around 2011 and 2012.
All right.
Okay, so for a little bit of history lesson, I started on YouTube in 2008. Yeah. I started doing this for a living in 2011. And at one point, I was actually one of the bigger, not the biggest, but one.
That actually kind of surprises me. He's taken at least some mild responsibility, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna, fluff it off.
One of the bigger Let's Players on YouTube. Okay, I was getting 10 to 20 million views a month on my main channel at that time.
Okay.
And what happened was, I thought I got too big in my own head. I got a big ego. Okay, I thought my shit didn't
Understandable.
stink. My content's the best.
Yeah.
Right. It's the best playthroughs out there. And people started to throw me criticism and like, Phil, dude, it's 2011. You're not even doing direct capture. You're using a camera to record your TV. What are you, stupid? Like, you're making money. Why don't you go get a capture device? Why?
This one always gets me is, why didn't he do that? I know why he didn't do it, because he was fucking stubborn.
Why don't you do this and do that to improve? And I was very stubborn. I basically would always clap back and argue, and I'd be like, no, my content's good as it is. I know I like to do it the way I do it. I'm not going to listen to any criticism or whatever.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is one person made a video called "This Is How You Don't Play," and I'm sure you've seen some of these. You've been watching.
I've seen
Tractor content.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
So the original one, I believe, was Metal Gear Solid 2. And this video was just a montage of me sucking at the game. Every stupid thing I did, every mistake I made, every dumb piece of commentary I said, all thrown into one. It was a very entertaining video. People loved it. And it got like 1 million views on YouTube. So me being very stupid and big-headed back then.
Yes.
Did I respond positively and be like, wow, that's great. Maybe I should buy into this. Maybe I'll make my own videos razzing myself or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
So wait. Okay. Do you think that maybe, just maybe, just hear me out here, okay? That DSP's current style of begging and being a peckerwood is a genius move? I mean, because if he's not making any money doing the begging shit, maybe he'd be doing something else. I don't know. Maybe it's an actually absolute genius move and we've all been fucking fooled. Probably not.
I'm an idiot. I'm a big-headed, stubborn idiot. And instead, I start, like, getting pissed at the guy. I start insulting him, saying he's stealing my content. He did that without my permission.
Aren't you doing that now? Weren't you just doing that now? Like, because the detractors, you're saying that they were re-uploading your content and they're doing the same thing? Because you just said that, like, maybe 10 minutes ago.
You're right. And the difference is today, they're doing absolutely nothing transformative whatsoever.
Okay.
They are literally just stealing the content and
Some are. Yeah, probably.
like that Raw Phil channel you just mentioned.
Yeah.
All he does is rip my shit plain and just puts it on his channel.
Right.
He's not making a criticism. He's not reviewing my content. He's just fucking stealing it.
Okay.
That's the difference between today and back then. Back then, this is how you don't play. 100% today in context, it's a great video. It's totally a transformative work. He had the right to make it. But now I've grown and I understand that. Back then I was an asshole. Okay, so I basically came across to the internet as this elitist asshole. I'm better than you. I know what I'm doing. And I
But you still act that way. That's why you still have the detractors you do. If you weren't still acting that way, then you wouldn't have the fucking people clipping your shit and showing it to everybody. Quite literally, all they are doing is showing people the things that you did and said, you fucking retard.
I became the butt of everyone's joke. All of a sudden, it was more fun to laugh at Phil than with Phil. And this big movement started.
I think it's probably always been funner to laugh at Phil than with Phil.
So
That's
it was
how
a
it
move.
began,
It was a movement against you, and so you think that you kind of egg this on by just kind of being I guess like oppositional to what people would say and having an ego, etc. That's pretty much how it happened.
Absolutely, it's that beginning portion of that was my fault, 100%.
So what about now, though? Like, why do they? Because like I've seen a number of these videos, and
I would say it's still your fault, Filber. Philly Willy, silly Billy, Philly Willy. I'd say it's still your fault, dude.
I'll admit, it does seem like you ask for money a lot. It seems like you do it a lot. Like, so, because, like, for example...
Here's the thing.
Well, like...
Okay, go ahead.
So there was a donation goal for you to wear a hat.
A hat?
Yes.
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 So,
I like how Phil's just sitting there going, hey, yeah, yep. Excuse me. Phil's just sitting there going, yep, yep, it was gold. I'm so brilliant, it was a goal. Once again, people fucking paid him to put a hat on. Didn't they pay him to put on a vest, too, for the longest fucking time? People paid Phil to cover up more.
go, right, yeah, go, please, continue.
Continue
You can
what?
expand
Yes,
on
there
that.
was a donation goal for
Okay,
wear a hat.
So how does that work, right? How much money was it? What kind of hat was it? Was the chat able to decide it? How does a hat goal work?
I had tiered rewards for a few years there. I'd say 3-4 years almost, probably. Where every stream I would have, like, if I hit a certain threshold of support, I would put on a hat of your choice. I would put on a vest of your choice. The vest was a big one.
Oh, okay.
For a long time, I was hitting a goal and I would put on a vest, and people freaked out because I had like 10 different vests that I would put on during the stream. The running joke was, when you go tune into one of these booby streamers, right? You give them money and they're gonna take clothes off. They're gonna jump in a hot tub. Well, DSP does it the other way. You give me money, I'm gonna put shit on.
Okay, all right, I like that. Sounds good, makes sense.
To cover up.
So the DSP's vest streak comes to a miserable end. This is from 5 years ago. So you've been doing these vest streaks for a while.
The vest streak was when the vest started, which was early that year, and it lasted like maybe 4 or 5 months. Then after that, it was just an ongoing thing that I would do. We didn't always hit a goal, and I didn't always do that. Like, I wouldn't always put on a vest or a hat. It would only be if I hit a goal of support for a stream or something like that. Just a silly thing to do with the viewers. And that, I would say that was until about 1.5 years ago. Is probably when I stopped doing it.
Why'd you stop?
So I got tired of it. It was just stupid.
You
like,
ran out
it got
of
to the point where it's old and it's just.
I got tired of it. No, people started giving you too much shit for it, and you got tired of people giving you shit, dude.
You know, it's played out. It was silly for a while, but then a lot of the times you have people come to the stream and the only reason they're there is because, oh, can we hit the vest goal today? Well, it's not really why I'm streaming.
So it is like an e-girl.
That's not why I'm streaming, but he begs for money on every stream. Okay.
What's that?
It is like an e-girl. They're there to see if she's going to wear the bikini.
Yeah, in some ways, you're absolutely right. I would say so. Yeah, it was the opposite thing, but yeah, it was kind of like that. And I got tired of it. I don't want to do that. I want to be making streams where people are showing up because they like the content I'm doing, whether it's the game playthrough or just hanging out with me, a podcast, whatever it is. I don't want them to be here to see if I'm putting on a vest today. I think that's stupid.
So it was that the vest content was too popular.
At one point, like, you're talking about the vest streak?
Yeah.
There were entire streams where, like, the entire chat is like, is he gonna hit the goal?
Right.
Is it the vest? The vest. I was like, guys, I'm playing a game. Can we, like, fucking talk about the game I'm playing over here? Like, I'm tired of this shit.
There's tons of girls that are like that on Twitch too. No, it's very common. And people objectify you and they're not there for the game. They're there for you, and it's weird. And absolutely. So,
but they should be there for you, right? I mean, sure, cover something that people might be interested in, like, this particular interview or chat they're doing or whatever, okay. Or a video game news type thing, or playing a game that, people might like and shit like that. Okay, cool, fine. But you don't want people to just be paying attention to your videos or your streams just because they agree with you on something. You want them to be here or there because you want they need to like you for something, right? Isn't that that's why I watch people, their videos or streams and shit. I watch them because I like them. I like their personality, at least the one they show anyway.
what about the hat though? Do you still do the hat goals?
No, that's like I said. I phased all that stuff out. In fact, just this last year, since people still bring it up from time to time, on Independence Day, I did a stupid event called Indivestance Day, where if we hit milestones of support again, I would put on a hat and a vest again. It was like a throwback event. And I said, you guys want to do it once a year? We'll do it once a year as a silly celebration. But you know, I'm past doing that stuff.
So you decided, so you've divested from the vest streams. I think that's probably a good idea. So, so now basically, instead of paying you to put on a vest, what do they pay you for now? Just for nothing?
Just to support the stream because they like the content and they want to see it continue. Here's the difference though, and again, this is just the people that used to criticize me. They had a fair point, and now I think things have changed. As you can, I don't know. Well, actually, can you see me on camera right now? Like, do you see my set and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
With the turkey in the background.
Yeah, as you can see, I put some money into my set recently.
Put some money into his set. That's all Temu shit. But, you know, I mean, it's got a good mic and all that shit, so, and I've got a crappy HyperX something or other, so, you know what? At least it's got a good mic.
Upgraded everything. The camera's now nice HD quality and everything. Before that, I mean, I was in a lot of financial problems. I couldn't really afford to do anything.
Yeah, I was in a lot of financial problems. Problems brought on by my addiction to a gacha game.
Thing that was high quality. So I was always the guy who made a living streaming, but his stream looked like shit, right?
Right, yeah.
So now people have seen in the last year and a half, people started supporting me in droves. I was like, I'm going to show you, if you actually support me, I'm going to do the things that I wanted to do. I'm going to get a better mic. I'm going to get better headphones. I'm going to upgrade my set. I got 2 PCs now, so I can pump out, you know.
Wait, didn't he lie about the PCs? Didn't he say they were a gift from someone? And then, later on admit he bought them like on a sale, like Black Friday or something like that, or a closeout sale from somewhere, something like that. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, that's where those came from. So, okay.
High quality gameplay and do these streams, co-stream and all of this. I mean, we're talking about upgrading again later this week. I'm going to look at Black Friday deal.
Yes, fill and high quality gameplay. I'm sure by high quality gameplay, he means bitching and pissing and moaning because he can't figure out a puzzle that's designed for 12-year-olds, right? Something like that.
And possibly like, you know, upgrade my desk and stuff like that. But that's the thing, like, people like the content enough that they want to support it. It's not about, I want to see him put on a vest anymore. I just like Phil and I want his content to continue and to improve.
So they just give you money because they like you, basically.
Because they like the content, and some of them I'm sure like me too.
All right, well, that's pretty good.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
That is kind of how it works, right? So, okay. And hopefully you guys can't hear that humming in the background too bad. It's just off in a second here. It's the heater.
Okay, that makes sense. And so you've done this for a long time. You said you're in financial troubles. How's your financial situation now? Are you comfortable talking about that? Or is that something you don't really talk about on stream?
I'm not going to talk about anything specific because sadly with these people, how obsessed they are.
I mean, I can't blame them for not wanting to be specific either. I mean, nobody needs to know my specific finances or Asmongold's specific finances, so that's fair.
With me.
Yes.
If I give them a single piece of information, they'll try to find a way to data mine it and find out shit. They've gotten into accounts of mine before. They didn't really mess up stuff, okay? Well, but in general, today I am way better off than I have been in a very, very long time. I even said to everyone just the other day, it looks like this year is probably the best year financially that I've had in over a decade.
Wow.
Like, no lie.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. So
then he did a lot of begging this year. Okay. You know what? I'm going to say it. and I know there's a lot of people is not going to admit this, but I just, if would just for like a little while love to have the lack of respect for myself, right? Enough to be as big of a beggar as Phil is. Just for a little while.
Speaking of accounts and everything, there's been a lot of people that looked into a WWE wrestling gotcha game account, and they think that it's your account. I think the name of it, if I remember correctly, because I saw the video on it, I'll admit, was called Down from the Rafters. Is this something that you did?
Yes. Well, I'll tell the whole story for you.
Go ahead.
All right, this way.
All right.
The audience will hear it and actually get the real story. So yeah, WWE Champions is one of many mobile games that I've played over the years. Okay, I actually played some before, like WWE Supercard. That was another one that I spent a lot of money on.
How much?
And this is in Supercard, I don't know. See, the thing is, I've never added it together. It's thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Like,
I'll just say that right now.
Thousands could be 400,000. It could be 3,000.
It's definitely not 400,000. That's for sure.
Okay, but like, if you had to give a guess,
you know, I would have nothing if I spent $400,000 on these games.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's definitely thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't know. I never sit down and look and add it together or anything like that.
If you had to guess.
But if you really want me to guess,
I want you to guess.
All right, to be okay. Let's put it in perspective. When I used to play WWE Supercard, okay, to even get the reward at the end of the event, to complete the event, you had to spend something like $700.
So they made you spend
I'm not
money.
kidding. You had to. What do you mean they made me? No, I chose to spend.
Okay.
Money.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Because I've seen some gotcha games, right? Well, you get some people on that Genshin Impact game, they think that they're in love with the characters, so you can never be sure. All right.
Hey, you leave the anime titties alone, Asmon. You leave the anime titties alone, man.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
No, I chose to spend the money. And, it's bad. Yes, at one point I was way overspending on these games.
Yes.
The only reason that WWE Champions is the one they bring up is because that's the one that they think they had the information. They've got the red-handed. They caught me and all of that.
They got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played WWE Champions. I own an account that was called one thing. I changed the name to Down from the Rafters. I spent a lot of money on it. And then years ago, I sold it. I got rid of it because
somehow I'm not believing he sold it.
I couldn't play it anymore because these people were actually harassing me so much trying to play it. They got me kicked out of every faction that I tried to join. They were trying to data mine fucking Discord servers.
So we sold it allegedly to someone else who was going to have to go through the same shit. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
And shit to figure out if I ever talked to anyone. I had enough.
Yeah.
So I sold it at a ridiculous discount. I just got rid of it. Now, to this day...
How much was the Down from the Rafters account? How much money did you spend on that account total? Like, again, just ballpark.
Okay. Let's think. I'll try to ballpark. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, here comes the avoiding of saying the numbers.
$10,000.
I would say, well, hold on, because, okay, WWE Champions started in 2017. Okay, that's when the game actually began.
It's 8 years.
You couldn't really spend too much money in the early days. It was more like 2-3 years in that they changed it, and then all of a sudden you could start spending a lot of money. And it was about a year and a half that I really spent too much. Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I definitely spent, no exaggeration, I probably spent $10,000 on that game. Yeah.
$20,000.
That's a maybe.
$25,000.
Probably not.
$30,000.
Definitely not.
Definitely. Okay. All right. So it's between probably $15,000 and $25,000. Does that sound pretty accurate?
I like how he was trying to be like, yeah, I only spent like $10,000. And I was like, really, dude? Really? Really? Are you sure? All the way up to $30,000. It feels like, yeah, probably that, I guess. Please don't say the actual number.
Okay. All right. That's
Probably.
good. So that's a lot of money to spend on a game like that. And what?
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to play?
Oh, good. The heater turned off finally. Yeah, the dude. Yeah, 30 grand, dude. That's like just under what I make in a fucking year at my job. That's nuts.
That game instead of like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail? What was, I guess, like, you're a fan of wrestling.
I was a fan of wrestling. I had already played WWE Supercard. I got tired of it, and I started moving over to like other games. And for the record, you know, I do play other mobile games too. It's just that this is the one.
You played Uma Musume?
That people focus. What's that?
Have you ever played Uma Musume?
No.
Oh man. Okay, so you're playing all the bad mobile games.
Isn't that the horse one?
Yeah. What is that?
I never played that, and I'm not going to either.
Wait, which one is that? Is that the horse racing one?
Yeah, it's the horse game.
Okay.
I know about it. Yeah, I never. No, I don't. Play that. No.
All right.
But basically, my detractors. I guess someone suspected that the account was mine, and they came after me. And for years, they harassed me. And for years, admittedly, I lied about it publicly. I just outright lied about it on stream, saying, no, I don't play that game. No, that's not me. Yada,
so were
yada,
you
yada.
embarrassed about it?
I was embarrassed about it. At one point, I would argue I knew I was overspending on it, but I kept doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it was bad. And so why am I talking about this publicly on my streams when my streams have nothing to do with this whatsoever? My streams are gameplay playthroughs and, you know, vlogging. There's really no reason at all for me to be talking about this stuff publicly, but it keeps getting brought up like constantly in my content. So
even I know
you
about
get to the point where I don't want to talk about it anymore. You know? I'm like, no, I didn't do it. Fuck this. Shut up. You know, I get all angry. And of course, again, kind of similar to 10 years ago with the This Is How You Don't Play thing. Instead of playing it cool, instead of, you know, being calm, I have that angry reaction, and that's what people want, right? That's the loud cow reaction that you want. And then
Yeah, that's the reaction that they want, so I'm going to give them the reaction that they want and hurt myself. That's really... Okay.
Extrapolates, you know, you say no once, well now we have more information that it's probably your account. Now we have more information. Oh my God, this is still coming up. All right. Now, to tell you where we are today.
Yes.
Okay. I don't play WWE Champions anymore. I quit. I'm done. I haven't played that game in months. And I'm done with it entirely.
What did your wife think about you playing the game? How did she feel about you spending that much money?
She knew.
Obviously. Wait. Did she know? Like, if you asked, if I were to ask her how much money does she think that you spent on that game, what would the answer? What would the number that she would give you be?
She would probably say like thousands, is what she would.
Yeah, but like we're going back to this like.
Okay,
so probably like okay. But she'll probably assume that it would be a lot less than what you did spend?
I don't know.
You don't know, okay.
I don't know. As in, yes. I told her that I only spent $1.
I never told... Again,
so she never got upset about you playing these games or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So you did this, and they found out that it was your game, because I saw you played, then after it kind of got exposed and you admitted it, you actually ended up playing the WWE Champions on your stream, right?
Oh, you mean when Jasper was over here, and I took a picture, but the... Oh, no, you're talking about last year when I actually played the game on stream.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Because I'm going to be honest, I've never seen you happier than whenever you were playing WWE Champions on stream. Like that's like you were more locked in and excited about that game than like you were you were happier about that than you were about Elden Ring.
Because Elden Ring's all right. But the thing is with the game like that, okay, and with any game that has this this factor of risk reward, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to do a pull. Are you going to get the good pull or whatever? You hype it up. For that stream, I was way hyping it up because people have been talking about this shit for so long. Yeah. Here's my opportunity to take this shit that I've been eating for years and turn it into something positive that my viewers are into and everything. And it worked.
That, or you could just stream shit you like.
You know, there was a few streams there where people were excited. They were supporting the stream in droves. Hey, do more pulls. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, and here's the truth, it died out after like a month and a half. No one cared about it.
People get tired of watching it. Yeah, there's like a novelty to it. No, I've done gacha games on stream too. I know how it works. Yeah. So you've quit the game now.
Oh yeah, and that's like actually that was what kind of got me realizing this is stupid. Like, it's just waste of time, waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not addicted to it anymore. At one point, I would argue, yeah, I was at a point, not like I said, not just Champions, but before that, there was Supercard, where I was kind of addicted, dropping $700 to play in an event. You know, like, what the hell am I doing? But I'm out of that now. I don't do that anymore. I don't play that game. I'll be honest, I do play a couple mobile games,
Which
and
ones?
I barely spend on them at all. Oh, I'm definitely not going to say.
I barely spend on them at all, which means he spends money on games after he got himself in trouble spending money on a mobile game. Yeah, I was addicted, so says Phil. I was addicted to these things, but I'm not anymore. That's like a tweaker, right? Going, oh man, I was totally addicted to speed, so I don't do that anymore, but every once in a while I go ahead and go get me an 8-ball. Fucking retard.
Because if I do, these people will go harass the account. They'll try to get me banned from the account, and they'll data mine it and do all kinds of fucked up shit. So I definitely am not going to say.
So why do you think they're so mad at you? Why are they so mad? Yes. And all these viewers, they're very angry.
In general, or in regards to WWE champions?
Just in general.
I don't think that the majority of the what Phil is calling detractors are mad at him. I don't.
So I feel like there's a lot of these people, like, I mean, they really are upset about the fact that you are you. They don't like that.
They don't like me, and they don't like that I am me. You're right. You're absolutely right.
How,
which is fine.
Like, why are they so mad?
It's a good question, because if you ask each and every one of them, I think they'll all have an answer, but the answer is just a meme. And then when you analyze the meme and you're like, well, do you actually know the truth behind what you're saying about Phil?
Yeah.
They'll be like, well, no, it's just what the detractor said. I saw the video. You know? So I would love to hear, you know, actual people who aren't the detractors who are making this content to profit from it, but actual people who maybe watch their content to say to me, why is it that we don't like Phil so much? Okay, you said you've been watching this stuff for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my answer. And it's not that I don't like you, by the way. I think you're fine. I think it's funny. I get the, I get it, right? But
yeah, I get the grift.
But you ask for money a lot. Like, because like I'll see like there'll be a new video and it'll pop up on my YouTube recommendeds on my smart TV, and it will just show up, and it's like there's a new one like every day, and it's you talking about people like meeting a sub goal. Kick. Recently there was one about people on Kick that weren't supporting the stream as well, and supporting the stream is giving money. And I feel like it's a very, very common thing. And like, so how many times a day do you think you mention the amount of like people, like something in relation to you receiving money?
It depends. Every time that I receive something, I do a shout out. So you could argue that every single time someone contributes, I'm talking about it.
Well, like whenever you make a call, how often do you make a call to action or draw attention to the fact that you can donate money to your stream?
As often as possible.
Like what would be like? What do you think your ratio is?
Well, what do you mean? Like just number of mentions? Do you mean the percentage of the actual stream?
Well, I mean,
hey, you know, speaking of call to action, seeing how Asmon's brought up the whole call to action thing. Hey, I'm going to do a little call to action right quick. If you've enjoyed anything I do ever on this channel, do me a giant favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons and do the commenting thing. Okay, thank you. Moving on.
I don't know. I mean,
because I stream a lot. I stream every day from around 11:30 a.m. till around 4 p.m. And then I have a second stream that starts around like 6:37 and that goes till like 10. Okay, so you're talking almost 8 hours of streaming a day.
Yeah.
All right. Every morning when I start, I bring it up. I'll say, oh, here's where we are with our goals for the week. And, you know, here's what we're doing today with this and that. And here's how you can contribute. And then, you know, during the course of if I'm doing a podcast or whatever, I might bring it up like halfway through the podcast or near the end of the show. If we're near hitting a goal.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, we're at 100. I got to get my kitty down. He's Jasper, everybody. Jasper.
Oh, there he is. Right here. You got little white feet. Yeah. Oh, no. It's fine. So, I don't think they mind it. It's okay.
No, everyone loves a cute animal.
Yeah.
So, But let's say, for example, we're getting
It's more entertaining than fucking DSP.
close to a goal. Oh, we're at $100 out of the 150 goal for today. I'm going to bring it up, say, hey, we're there. We're in the home stretch, guys. Hey, please contribute if you like the content, you know? And now the thing is, I also my audience is here every day.
Hey, yeah, we're there. We're $100 into our $150 goal. Hey, but if you don't give me the rest of that money, I'm gonna, I don't know, fart your Cheerios or something.
I ham it up sometimes. I do it as a joke. I'll like overly go overboard on purpose, and the audience knows it's a joke.
But they don't.
But someone who clips it out of context and throws it out there, look what Phil did today.
Yeah.
I can't believe the audience is laughing at it. They're having fun with it. They know I'm not serious. They know that.
So they like that. What you're saying is they like you begging for money.
They think it's funny.
They want you. Do you think that they want you to do it?
Do they want me to ask for contributions actively?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Okay.
But they want me to succeed.
Okay.
They want me to be successful. For example, there was a day I actually tested it out. Not once did I ask for a contribution during an entire day.
So you went a whole day without asking for money?
Yes. I made $30.
Well, what's the average
day.
that you made? Well, okay, that's fine. But like, what's the average though? Like,
I would say each stream. Oh, wait. What's the average that I try to make a stream?
Yeah.
Or what's the average?
What's the average a
every
day?
Stream,
yeah, a day.
I have a
You
goal.
said you do streams.
Each stream that I do, I have a goal of $150, and I stream twice a day.
So you want $300 a day?
I would like that. I don't always get it. I do sometimes, and that's nice when I do.
What's the ratio that you get $300 in a day? Like how like what percent do you get it half the time? 20% of the time?
I would have to analyze. I would say today I actually get it more often than not. Today.
Wow.
Like it didn't used to be like that. It used to be a lot worse. And then what happened is in the last year and a half, I admitted to the WWE Champions thing. I apologized for it to everyone for lying over the years. I said, listen, it's in the past. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. As you can see, my money is actually going towards the set. It's going towards the business. It's going towards important things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out of financial distress thanks to you guys. Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful that my fans are supporting me in this way and allowing me to have kind of like a second chance at life because now things are better. I'm coming out of that tunnel that I was in there.
Yeah.
And they're coming out and supporting the content because of it, and I'm very grateful for it. But what happens is the detractors clip these moments and say, oh, see, all he does is e-beg all day and he makes $20 a stream. That's not true at all. I'm actually doing really well for myself. I'm happy with where I am right now.
So if you're doing really well, why do you keep begging?
Because that's how it works. That's the formula.
So it's like basically you have to keep doing. You think that the more that you ask for money, the more money you get. Or is there like a okay? But there's a min-max level of that where it's like you can get at a certain point, you ask the optimum amount of times and you get the optimum amount of money. Is that basically it? There's like a ratio.
Yes and no, because for me, what I find is it really depends on what I'm doing. Like I've been around since 2008, right? So I have a variety of viewers who come for specific things. Like I do variety content, complete different kinds of games. So there might be someone who comes by only when I play an RPG or someone who only comes by when I play an FPS.
Yeah, sure.
If I stand there and I just keep asking that audience over and over, it might not work.
But isn't that what he does? He just asks and begs over and over and over again for money.
Or it could be that there's someone who's like, oh crap, that's right, Phil's streaming, and you know, today I want to support him. And
so you're like reminding them to give you money. You're like, oh, they might have forgotten, and it's like, oh shit, I forgot I had to give them $5.
Yeah, I totally forgot to give Phil money. Fuck.
Yes, and to be clear, because I see the reason that you're making, okay, and it's fine, I get it. Did you know?
Yes.
That before I became a full-time streamer in 2017, that I was not someone who asked for contributions at all. In fact, I was staunchly against it and I criticized it.
So I mean, I guess so like what happened? So I guess like you had another job?
No. So
you were unemployed.
I was laid off from an office job that I had in 2010.
Okay.
Then I tried to make YouTube my living and it worked. And that started in 2011. So from 2011 to 2017, But the majority of my income was just ad revenue on videos on YouTube. And I wasn't doing streaming where I was asking for subs, asking for memberships, asking for super chats, asking for tips. I did have a Patreon at one point that I was using for like side projects and things. But for the most part,
Would you shout out the Patreon?
No, I don't even, I barely use the Patreon anymore. It's like a legacy thing. So it's not even worth shouting out.
So basically for a long time you weren't asking for money, but then I guess like, so whenever I'm assuming, you know, like the way that the timeline you're explaining it to me is, it seems like the reason why you started asking for money was probably because you got demonetized and like your YouTube revenue got fucked up. Is that what I'm assuming?
It wasn't demonetization. It was a combination of factors. I had already mentioned the copyright strike thing in 2015. So my channel was always one of the highest ranked gaming channels on YouTube for a long time. And then in 2015, I got hit with all these false copyrights.
Well, yeah, because it was one of the very few actual gaming channels on YouTube for a long time. It's pretty easy to be one of the highest ranked when you're one of like 100 or 50 or whatever.
Strikes. Machinima/YouTube told me to delete a bunch of videos. So I did. And my channel got thrown right out of the recommended algorithm. Like every fall, I used to call it the hardcore gaming season. All the big AAA games come out in the fall, right? And so I get a giant boost of views. That year, I was removed from the algorithm. I had no additional viewers whatsoever in the fall. It was like flat.
Yeah, deleting videos still to this day can fuck you in the algorithm. It really can.
So my revenue tanked. And I struggled for about 2 years there to try to stay afloat, still just trying to do ad revenue. I couldn't do it. It just continued this plateau, and I couldn't get any views from the algorithm anymore. It was kind of like my legacy viewers kept watching me, and that was it. So then I became a full-time live streamer in 2017. And then I started with the whole, the e-begging, whatever you want to call it. And I've been successful doing that for quite a while now.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, $300 a day is a lot of money. I mean, your channel, the DSP gaming channel, was in 2010.
Well, he's like, yeah, $300 a day is a lot of money. I mean, and compared to what I make, it's nothing. But, you know, it's some money.
And you said you were uploading since 2008. So where was the original channel?
The original channel is just called Dark Side Phil. And that's really primitive stuff. That's old stuff. That's my original content, just camera. I wasn't even on camera in that content. You know, it was just kind of like recording my screen with a camera. Those are my oldest playthroughs.
Is that channel still active?
It is active. It's not even monetized. It's just legacy content. If you want to go check it out, it's like 2.5 years where I did it as a hobby. I started before you could monetize gameplay videos. You could even make $1 on a gameplay video. So I had passion for it. I liked doing it as a hobby for 2.5 years. And then in 2010, I said, I want to kind of do it a little bit more seriously. That Dark Side Phil channel had gotten a false copyright strike. And I said, let me start fresh. I'll make a new channel. So I did. And that's when DSP Gaming started in 2010.
Well, there was an accusation like people had that like you told people to click ads, and that's one of the reasons why you had your ad revenue taken away. Did you do that?
So here's the story.
Okay.
2009, I did my first face reveal video. Okay.
Like Dream.
And all right, not exactly like Dream.
Okay, go ahead.
But similar, like people never thought that I would look like this. They thought, they always say my voice doesn't match the body. Like my voice, like I look different than I sound, I guess, right? So
you're right. Sure. You look different than you sound. Sure.
No, Phil, I think you look exactly like you should feel. Yeah. You look exactly like you sound. Yes, you do.
They were like shocked or whatever. Now, keep in mind back then, I was not making any money doing any of this. I didn't have monetized videos, but people liked my content. I've been doing it for just about a year, and people wanted to see more. Can you play this game? Can you get this console? Can you do this? And I was like, well, I can't monetize my gameplay videos, but what I could do is do like a vlogging channel and see if I can get that into the YouTube partner program. And it worked. It did. Like I got it monetized. And all I was doing over there was a few vlogs every week. I think this is when I actually started the DSP Tries It series, where I started like taste testing food and stuff like that. You know, it was just like try anything, because I could monetize that channel, make a few extra bucks. Didn't make a lot of money, but hey, every buck counts when this is your hobby and you're just trying to buy games and finance, you know, your hobby. So I did the face reveal video. In the video, I brought up, hey, you know, I don't make any money on the gameplay, but if you were to go over to the vlogging channel and watch the videos and click the ads, you would help me out. Yeah, I actively said that 100%. It's in black and white. You can see it right now. It wasn't like intentional. Like at that point, I didn't even know that that was a problem. Okay. Now here's where the narrative's broken, because my detractors will say, well, that's why you had all these financial problems, because you lost your monetization on YouTube. Yeah. No, I lost my monetization on YouTube in December of 2010. That video was put up in like early to mid 2009. It had nothing to do with that video at all. Okay. Here's what really happened.
Okay.
I was working a full-time office job, and that was my real income. That's where I was paying my mortgage with and everything. Okay. I got laid off in October 2010, and there was no other jobs like in that sector. Like basically the economy.
Well, that was during the 2008 recession. Yeah, of course.
It was a recession, right? I was like, dude, I just bought a condo, and I'm like, how am I going to pay my mortgage? I don't have a job. What am I going to do? Go get 2-3 part-time jobs, you know?
Sure.
So I said, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to figure this out, but in the meantime, I'm going to double down on vlogging. I'm going to make a whole bunch of vlogs, because that's the content that's monetized. I still, even in 2010, you couldn't monetize gameplay yet. So I'm like, please, you know, let's go watch my content over there. And in 1 month, I went from making like $500 on ad revenue to like $15,000. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're making $15,000 a month at some point.
Yes, that was in 2010, late 2010. Now this is the personal AdSense through YouTube.
So you were balling. Okay, that's pretty good.
And then the next month, I made $18,000.
Wow.
And YouTube said, there's something wrong here. How can this guy overnight go from making $500 to $13,000 to $18,000? This doesn't make sense. And they
see. Here's the fallacy. I'm not fallacy. That's not what I'm looking at. The pattern is someone who's lying. More than likely, because he just goes from 15, right, to 18, and then from 13 to 18. So it might be a slip of the tongue, but I kind of feel like he's fibbing.
Suspended my AdSense account and said, we think that there's invalid clicking activity. We think that you have people who are going to your ads and just going crazy on them because they feel bad for you because you lost your job.
So
that's not the intention.
It's kind of like the vest thing, right? Where like everybody wanted, and the vest thing was so popular that you had to stop it. And it's the same thing with YouTube. That like it's a suffering from success. You came up too fast and they weren't ready for it.
In that case, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened is people felt bad. Back then, I was like the underdog. Everyone liked my content and wanted to support me because I lost my job, and they all went overboard. And I lost my AdSense at that time.
Yes.
Later on, years later, I got it unsuspended and everything after a time period had passed. But that's when I ended up having to go get partnered with another company like Machinima to make revenue on YouTube again.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so all that happened, and now, like, are you getting ad revenue on YouTube and everything is fine, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so everything's totally okay. There's no issues anymore. And so well, if I understand this, so like, okay, so you were not asking for money because you were getting ad revenue, and now you're getting ad revenue still, and you still ask for money. Is it just because it's not as much as it used to be? Is that pretty much it? Like, would there ever be, like, theoretically, right, if you got $15,000 a month now, because like also do you increase the amount of money that you try to get per year like based off of inflation? Because I saw a video of like you asking for $300 and this is like 2 years ago. It's gone up a lot since then, right? So like it should be like $315.
No, I mean it's all just like kind of an arbitrary thing. I'm not sitting here with a calculator trying to figure out exactly what should be made, what does. I've tried different amounts.
How long have you done the $300 goal?
Probably all this year.
Well, it was 2 years ago, right? I mean, it was 2 years ago, and so I mean, like, when did you start doing it?
The $300 goal,
Yeah.
like 2 streams of 150, that was definitely this year. Now,
No, because
previously I've
says
tried other things.
Because
I've tried.
There's a
I've done
YouTube
streams of
video
just
with a
100.
title that says that you've been doing it 2 years ago. So
Well,
is
again,
the YouTube
I've
video
changed
lying?
the amounts.
Okay.
No, I've changed the amounts over the year. Sometimes it was 100. There was
Right.
times that it was 200. It's gone up and down based on what the market will bear, essentially.
So it is
like,
for inflation. Okay.
You got to test it. You got to see
Yeah.
what people are willing to support with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for the record, you're talking about the ad revenue thing. Do I have ad revenue right now? Yes, I do. Is it anywhere near what I used to make? Absolutely not. The ad revenue has tanked because my views are way low because everyone steals my content.
Yeah.
So I don't get a lot of views on my content anymore. My own.
Now, here's the question, though, right? Do you think that if people stopped clipping good old Philly here, everybody stopped making fun of poor Phil, would his views go up? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, but only temporarily, right? It would be like, if you've ever been to an aquarium, right, and you walk up to the giant tank and you see, a really cool fishy in there, you're like, wow, that's a really cool fishy. I want to see that. Okay, I saw it. I'm done. I don't ever need to see that fucking thing ever again. That's what I imagine that would end up like.
The thing is, everyone knows DSP. Everyone watches DSP. They just don't watch DSP on DSP Gaming. They watch it everywhere else. So I don't make anything when you watch me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the ad revenue is kind of it's nice to have a little bit of side income, but that's nothing like what it used to be. Back then, we're talking 10 years ago, everyone watched DSP on DSP Gaming. I was making 10,000, 20,000 views on a gameplay video, just a raw gameplay video, Now I make a few hundred. So it's pretty insane, the decline there, because people rip it right away. They restream it live. They put it on their channel before I even have a chance to get someone to watch it on mine.
I mean, there's a video here, and it has almost 5 million views, and it's about you.
Mm-hmm.
Darks from Turkey Tom. It's a 2. This is longer than I think it might be longer than the 2 Towers, Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
That's
there's
Asmond, how dare you bring up Lord of the Rings in context to Phil? Minus negative points for you, good sir.
4-hour documentary from last year from June the King, and I reacted to that whole thing.
Wow. Okay. So all right. So there's been a lot of these, and by the way, it should be $325 now if you had started it 2 years ago. That's right. Yeah. So it should be a little bit higher. So if you were making, let's say, $15,000, is there let's just say, is there a number that's like, semi-reasonable that you would get to and you would say, okay, I'm now making this much money on my streams. I don't need to ask people for money anymore. Like, is there ever going to be a universe where you stop asking for money?
That's a good question, but okay, let's think of this.
Ooh, for me personally, if you're gonna include tax and all that shit, right? Because you be self-employed, and self-employment is almost fucking 60% taxed. So 8 or 9 grand. That'd put me at about what I make normally. So yeah, around there.
Reasonably, right? Like cost of living.
Okay, so the answer is no.
Able to be self-sufficient. Okay. No, it's not true. Here's. I've said this before. People have said to me, "Listen, I know." People ask me questions like this. One question that they ask me all the time, Phil. Right now, let's say you were to win the lotto. Now let's.
Oh, the famous lottery question. Woohoo.
Let's say you didn't become like insanely wealthy, but let's say you won $10-20 million. Right?
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Would you still stream? And the answer that I say, yes, I would still stream. It would be way decreased.
Okay, I don't know if anybody else caught this, but I'm gonna go back to the thing here where he's, if he won 10 or 20 million, look at Asmon's face. Is he saying, yeah, having 10 or 20 million is pretty good? Because that's what it seems like to me.
Now, let's say you were to win the lotto. Now, let's say you didn't become like insanely wealthy, but let's say you won 10, 20 million dollars. Right?
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and having 10 or 20 million dollars is pretty good. I should know.
Would you still stream? And the answer that I say, yes, I would still stream. It would be way decreased from what I do now. I wouldn't be doing 6 days a week. Maybe I do 2-3 days a week because I like doing it. But it would basically be my hobby. I would not accept contributions, or if I accepted contributions, I would donate them all because I don't need the money. I'm $20 million. I'm probably good for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't need to fucking do nothing. So that's it. Like, I love what I do. I do it for the passion of doing it. I'm not doing it to sit here and beg all day. I say to my audience all the time, I wish I didn't have to ask you guys for anything. It was awesome back in the day before the channel got screwed up and the views plummeted and the ad revenue plummeted. It was just about playing the games. But now what's happened is I've changed my content. Now I'm a more social streamer.
Now back to browsing Twitter, I see.
A lot of the times it's more about hanging out and having a good time and conversing rather than the game. A lot of the more popular things I do are not necessarily like difficult games. It'll be like a chill game, a game where we're just sitting back and talking and relaxing when I play. You have that social element, and then people say, hey, well, I really liked what we did today. We hung out, we had a good time. Here's a contribution. As opposed to, oh, here's a video you watched and I made ad revenue on it because you like that I raged in the video. It's like a completely different kind of content, very different component.
So yeah, you have people that like you and they're going to give you money. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I think that's the way streaming generally works. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, and you do exist inside of an ecosystem with other people that are similar to you. Who would you say like kind of has the same type of detractors that you have?
Oh, you're just talking about the lolcow universe.
Well, I didn't want to use that word, but yeah.
But listen, the thing is, I used to be so angry when people called me a lolcow, but now I understand. If you're a lolcow, it's not because of your choice. It's because people have made you a lolcow. Like, they have chosen to try to elicit a kind of reaction from you. They're going to try to get your goat every day on stream.
Yeah, it's not.
You're human.
It's totally not my fault I reacted the way I did to everything. It's totally not my fault I spent a bunch of money on shit and lied about it. It's totally not my fault I've been a peckerwood to people over and over and over again. It's totally not my fault I get upset if you don't give me money. It's totally not my fault. It's totally everyone else's fault.
And you're going to give them that reaction every once in a while. If that's what they want. Now you're a lolcow. They got the laugh out of you, right?
Right.
So you could call me a lolcow. I don't care.
Okay.
Really, at this point, it's just no big fucking deal.
I didn't know if it was like a slur or something, but okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
No.
So
in truth, unless I'm not gonna get offended at anything.
Yeah, I get
unless
it.
You say I'm a murderer or something.
Yeah, probably not. As far as I know. Okay, well, what do you think about? I'm gonna give you some names, and I'm curious to get your opinion on some of these guys. What do you think about Wings of Redemption?
Like in general, or is he similar to me? Like just in general?
Like would you consider him kind of similar to you?
In the situation that he's in with people who harass him every day, restream his stuff, steal his stuff, yes. We are similar in that regard, correct. Not the content we put out or the issues that people have with us. I think the issues they have with us are completely different. But the fact that they do the same, they try to elicit the response from him, they try to harass him, they try to mess with his income. Yeah, it's similar there.
Okay, well, what about Boogie? Boogie 2988.
Yeah, I don't know, to be frank, I don't know much about him. Like, I know the content he used to make, and I don't know what level of, like, harassment or detractors he's had. I haven't really followed him that well to even really answer that question fairly. Yeah. But to my understanding, yes, he's a lolcow. And, he's part of the whole lolcow live universe and all of that they do their content, So
what about Low Tier God?
Yeah, he has a community very similar where they data mine his stuff to find things that he's said and done.
The child support,
memes, things, the child support joke and all of that.
So you know about it even.
Yeah, of course.
Who in the lolcow universe deserves to be in the universe the least?
The least?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like who is
Dude,
the most unfairly treated?
Asmongold, to be honest with you, I don't follow this stuff. I don't. Like, unlike a lot of these people who they get like into it because they try to like profit from it or ride with it, I try to just stay out of it. I've always said, like, there's this big vortex around me. I'm kind of like the eye of the storm, but I don't pay attention to the storm. I'm just trying to do my own thing on stream every day. I want to stay out of the toxic shit. I don't want to try to benefit from the drama.
Right.
I don't even want to talk about that shit on my streams. I don't have drama streams and shit like that.
So you don't have so you don't really start drama with other people. You don't really talk about other people. Like, I've seen a couple of clips of you talking about me, but this is like over the last 3 years, right? So like it's not really that often. And like especially for somebody like me.
Someone brings you up, or
of
someone
course.
will bring up an LTG, then I'll respond. But in general, it's a very rare occurrence where I'll just bring up, oh yeah, this asshole today did this, haha, let's laugh at them. Almost never. I would almost never do that, and I don't react to content like that either. Very rarely.
Okay, so that's kind of a good thing, I would say. Have you ever thought about doing that? Like starting like a lolcow podcast or like making more drama videos or anything like that? Or is it just not something that's interesting to you?
Well, first off, I mean, Keemstar wanted me to be part of the lolcow podcast.
What do you think about Keemstar?
It started. I think Keemstar is a smart guy in that he knows how to make content that people will watch and support.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with the content he makes, but that doesn't mean that I have to.
Have I seen that? It sounds familiar. I've probably seen clips of it.
Like, I can say, okay, that's not for me, but respect to the guy who actually was successful doing that content, right?
Okay.
I used to be a hater. I used to actually hate on that content and be a jerk about it, but now I'm like, why am I going to be a hater? I shouldn't be a hater.
Do you hate?
Who do I hate?
Yes.
Like, hate a person?
Who do you hate? Whose content do you watch that makes you mad?
No one. I don't hate watch content at all.
So,
I don't.
All right.
Ooh, do I hate watch content? Ooh, excuse me. No, not really. I wouldn't say I hate watch things. I might react in a bit of a hyperbolic way, but hate, nah.
What about, how much do you know about pirate software?
Oh, God.
Very little.
Do you know what happened with pirates? All right, can you explain it to me?
From what I'm to understand, I guess Pirate Software was someone who said that he worked at Blizzard. I guess he did.
He did.
And so he
Yes, because he said he worked at Blizzard every fucking stream. Did you know I worked at Blizzard, guys? Did you know I worked at Blizzard, guys? Did you know I worked at Blizzard, guys? Oh, hey, by the way, did you know I work at Blizzard or worked at Blizzard? Do you know I was a second-generation Blizzard employee? My dad worked at Blizzard, so I got a job at Blizzard too.
He became this like big respected game dev. He was making an indie game for a long time, and I guess he kept making promises that he was going to release this part of the game, and he kept making excuses why he wasn't doing it, even though it was like crowdfunded and everything. And then come to find out, over the years, his web of lies kind of unraveled. That half the shit that he was saying why the game wasn't being delivered was not true. And then I guess, for what I'm to understand, and again, I could be wrong. You correct me if I'm wrong, because this is a very broad understanding. I guess people always thought he was really good at MMOs because he worked at Activision Blizzard, and then he played World of Warcraft, and he like made critical errors and sucked at it, and then he blamed everyone else, so people hated him for it. Kind of sounds a little similar to kind of my early days when like I was always saying, oh, my shit doesn't stink, I'm like conceited and everything, and then I got angry when people criticized me. So I kind of see like a little parallel there, maybe.
Do you have any advice for him?
Oh, well, I don't know what happened to him. What's going on with him at this point?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's kind of, honestly, I respect Thor. I think Thor's a great guy, but he went through a lot of drama with Classic WoW, and like I was curious because I'm a big WoW guy. I used to be, at least, and so I was curious, like kind of like what your abbreviated version of it was compared to like what somebody like me knows that is a purveyor in all drama, slop, and garbage. And so, yeah, I think that you're definitely like kind of on point with that. And yeah, you were right about all of this. I mean, I would say so, yeah. And so what advice would you give somebody who is making content and wants to avoid being a lolcow?
Oh, man.
Don't be a prick.
Man. See, for me, I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
There was no track record of people who had done content like I was doing to follow. There was no blueprint. There was no history to follow.
Right.
So you didn't know what was right. Back in the day, I would say and do whatever the hell I wanted, thinking I'm never going to get in trouble for this. Here we are 15 years later. People are trying to cancel me for something I said in 2010, acting like I said it yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. So what I would say is, today, if you're a content creator, you actually have examples that you can look at and you can analyze and you can see what's worked and what hasn't. You can look at someone like me, someone like Boogie, someone like Wings, someone like LTG, whoever you want to say is the wild cow of the day, Pirate Software.
Whoever your favorite
and
one
see
is.
what they, exactly, and see the mistakes they've made and learn from them. Take these people's life experiences and try to do stuff better, because for someone like me, I was considered an innovator back in the day.
I was an innovator back in the day. That's right. I was the first locale.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
And now, you know, here we are. I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm like, well, hindsight's 2020. Now I look back and say, man, I was an asshole back then.
Was?
But there's nothing I could do about it now. I'm just living with that.
Sure. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, there's been a number of clips I've seen about the tears. Have you seen the one with the Tears of the Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom. No. Oh, okay. Let me think. Zelda. So that was the one. The meme. I'm trying to remember the meme, because remember, there's always a meme about me. Wasn't the meme that I sucked at doing the puzzles with the building shit, and I just like, it was like I was smashing my head against the wall trying to solve the puzzles while other people would solve it like super quick or something like that? I think that was the meme anyway.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for me, here's me. I'm ass backwards. If there's something that's simple, I can't do it. It's like I'm a dunce. I'll have a square peg and I'm trying to shove it into a round hole, right? But then you'll present me with the most complex puzzle or hard boss fight, and I'll beat it like second try.
Oh.
It's weird. Like I'm just like opposite.
Okay. Okay. So, how many tries did it take you to beat Moenia in Elden Ring?
It's
0. It took me 0 tries. That's right. I am so good. I beat her without even trying. Yep. I'm so good. I beat her in Elden Ring without ever actually playing it. Yep.
Me, it was just half a stream, and then another stream. I think it was 4 hours.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's probably on par, I would say. And
yeah.
So you
but
okay, go ahead.
The final boss of Sekiro,
Ishin.
3 tries. 15 minutes.
Okay, all right, that's respectable. It is. All right, that's pretty good.
It's just dumb. Why? I don't know. I destroyed him.
So sometimes you're really good at games, sometimes you're not.
Just like everybody else.
And it's just like, that's just, I guess, kind of like your way of thinking is different. So sometimes you'll immediately pick up on something, and other times you won't even be able to figure out the ball pressure plate thing. Is that pretty much accurate?
Exactly
Yes.
Right. I would say for sure. People like watching my streams because they completely get to see this weird take on shit that they're like, how does he get into these situations? But then how did he fucking do that so quick? You know?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen the Sekiro thing. I'm gonna have to look at it again. And apparently, there's Battlefield 6 was another one. Oh,
I did terrible at that game.
So did I.
I'm also currently doing awful at Call of Duty. I can't fucking play it this year for the kill to save my life. I can't. I'm just sucking horribly at it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, so it's very interesting to talk to you about it, because, I mean, I've heard about a lot of these stories. Like, I've seen the detractor videos, and I've seen a lot of this stuff. Do you wish that the detractors would stop making videos about you?
No, because it's their right. It is their right within the law to make a transformative work about me.
Sure.
And to criticize me or to make fun of me, that's fine.
Yeah.
What I don't want, and what is illegal and should stop immediately, is people who are live restreaming me right now, because they're not adding anything. They're literally illegally stealing.
I mean, I guess if you're not, like, pausing and adding some type of commentary and shit like that, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. I mean, that's kind of fucked up, really. But I don't think that's what good old Phil is talking about. I think he's talking about the people who were reacting and actually talking and doing things, because that takes away views from Philly Boy's channel too.
The content and making views and money on it. People who rip my shit raw and just put it.
Excuse me, what? I don't think anybody's ripping this shit raw, Phil. I think maybe that's your old face talking.
Up illegally. That has to stop. But I can't stop it because I can't be issuing lawsuits up, down, left, and right. I don't make that much money to be doing that. And plus, I don't want to tie up courts with this shit, with how many people are out there doing it. So that needs to stop. The transformative work stuff, I have no problems with. Go for it.
So would you, if you could, would you claim their ad revenue for yourself?
If there was a way to do it, but to my knowledge, and maybe different from me, you need to be with a partner network, and the partner network works with YouTube to do it. I'm not with a partner network. I'm on my own, AdSense account.
Okay,
So,
all right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I'm curious. Like, obviously, I've asked you a lot. Do you have any questions you have for me?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, go ahead.
And
all
thank
right.
you. By the way, I just to be clear here, I'm not offended at anything you asked. I think that was great questioning, and I think that you were.
So here's. Okay, I'm not offended. Okay, how long is it gonna take for Philly Billy here to go on Twitter? Maybe he has already. I just haven't seen it. Go on Twitter or say in a video or whatever how he was treated really poorly by Asmongold. And he was trapped into saying stupid shit. Like he did with side scrollers. How long? 24 hours? 72? How long?
Very fair, and you were very respectful.
I
so
try to
thank you
be.
for that.
Yeah, of course. I try to do as much as I can. Go ahead.
I know that once I go off this stream, you'll probably laugh about it and talk shit about me.
Well, I mean, it depends on if I see the Tears of the Kingdom clip again. I mean, let's be honest.
I don't care if you talk shit about me. I don't. But the thing is, I've had some bad situations with snaking where a couple years ago I was on a podcast. The way that they spun it was, so we're going to
side scrollers.
Have you on this podcast. We're going to interrogate you. And then after that, we're going to have you on as a guest, and we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, initially it might be negative, but then after that, it's going to be positive.
Okay.
Where they treated him very nicely. And he answered absolutely no questions they had. And then as soon as he left, they were like, okay, well, that was something, no big deal, whatever. They went to move on and not give a shit about Philly Billy here. And then he goes and says that they treated him horribly, and that's when they dug into him.
Completely reneged on it. After they did it, they basically snaked me, and they turned it into this 3-ring circus, like 3 weeks of content, making fun of me, milking my detractors for money. It was really fucked up. All right? So I appreciate that you have actually given me the chance to just come and talk to you in front of your audience. And I think that it was a fun conversation. I do. I enjoyed the questions you asked. I don't think that anything was unfair or, inflammatory there.
I try not to be, right? I mean, I think that's, I try to ask the questions that, I have and other people have, etc. Yeah, sure. What questions do you have for me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so here's a question I got for you. Honest question, because you're huge, right? I don't even know, your viewership, because I don't watch you, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't take offense. I don't watch anyone, really. So I don't, it's not like I'm choosing to not watch you or anything like that.
Yeah, sure.
So on an average day, it seems like, man, your formula of content creation is way different from mine. Like, you just kind of sit down and you roll with it. Whatever your people are presenting you on a stream, you're just kind of like reacting to whatever the news of the day is or whatever, which is so different from what I do. So, for example, let's say on a random day you choose to watch a DSP hate clip from a detractor. There's a new one you want to watch.
Yes.
Today, right? When you watch that clip, do you actually 100% believe everything you're seeing? Or do you think that maybe this could be a spin or a taken out of context kind of a situation? Because I mean, my impression is that a lot of people just watch it for the lulls, right? For the laughs, but they don't realize that maybe what they're watching isn't necessarily the whole truth.
So it depends on the clip. I mean, I think that, for example, with putting the balls in the thing with the Tears of the Kingdom, I think that you actually fucked that up. I do. Am I right?
I don't specifically remember when I was doing it the first time.
Okay.
But I think that was actually one of the puzzles I did have problems with.
Okay,
in the game. I believe
you
yes.
did. All right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there was that. And also, like, I mean, sometimes, like, you've gotten mad at Elden Ring. I think that the majority of those times were probably legitimate. Like, you were probably actually mad. Let me think. Besides that, I watched you play Donkey Kong, and you got hit by basically every spiky thing. I think you probably... Did you do
Yes.
that on... Did you, I bet... Like, you didn't do that on purpose, did you?
I didn't do that on purpose. Now, of course, taken out of context, that's like one of the 2 times in the entire game you need to surf on that object. That's it. The game literally, it introduces this, and you never use it again. So it's like, here's the one time you need it. Learn it on the fly. Oh, shit. Okay, so, of course, they're going to have me fail. And that's what they put online, not the fact that, oh, I never had to use it again in the game, so obviously I failed at it.
So it was the game's fault.
No, it's not necessarily the game's fault, but I mean, my reaction's legitimate. I'm upset.
Okay, so all right. And what about? I mean,
I got nothing.
Mario Kart was crazy, huh?
I do not like this new Mario Kart. I do not like this new Mario Kart, man. I don't.
Dude, Mario Kart has bumper fucking shit on it. You can literally... Little kids do Mario Kart.
Okay. So Mario
Back in
Kart
the
was
day,
a little
Mario
bit more
Kart
of a
had
struggle.
a-
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, Mario Kart, back in the day, there was a combination. It was about your skill of driving and knowing the tracks and items. This new Mario Kart, in my opinion, and people could disagree, Mario Kart World is about the items. Like, that's it. Like, there's entire strategies where all you do is bank items and then spam them at the end of a race, and you go from, like, last place to first. And I just don't like that about Mario Kart World. I wish that the game was more skillful, and if you drove well, you'd be rewarded for it. In general, that doesn't seem to be the case with that game, being someone who's played quite a lot of these over the years. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm no expert. I'm not an esports guy into freaking Mario Kart, but it made me rage. It made me go crazy because I want a skillful game. I want a game where I'm driving well and I get rewarded for it, not punished because someone had a godlike item and bypasses me at the last minute.
So a lot of people in my chat are saying that you're right. I'll be honest, they are. I mean, I bought Mario Kart. I never played it. So I'm not even really sure. So yeah, those are like, but okay, so I guess I was right at least about all of those. And I do think that, I mean, the asking for money thing, definitely you do it a lot. I definitely think you do it a lot. But, you know, it's like that's the way somebody's going to do their stream. I mean, fuck, like, I mean, that's not my problem, right?
Here's the question.
Okay, go
Here's
ahead.
the question.
Go ahead.
Your honest answer to this, please.
I'll give you an honest answer.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions on my streams and everything. I've just told you, in general, more often than not, I actually hit these goals.
Yes.
Okay? So if I have an audience that comes to my stream every day, enjoys the content enough to support it, doesn't mind me asking like that, is there a problem?
Well, I mean, I think that you're introducing a bit of a fallacy there, aren't you? Because there are a lot of people that also don't like it. So you're kind of comparing it to an unknown. So like if you're not doing it and you're not asking for the money, there's not really a control group that you can look at and say, okay, well, with me doing this, I'm making this much money, but if I stop doing it, I would make a different amount of money.
So I already told you that I tried that. I did. I had a day where I did not ask, and I made $30.
I mean, would you really say that doing it for a day would be a good point to kind of... I mean, is that really like? I mean, I get it. It's something, right? But like in a general sense, I feel like, and also, I mean, do you think that it's worth the negative sentiment and negativity?
Speaking of which, really, yeah. I mean, what if like for not just a day, right? For like an entire week, DSP, Phil, whatever, didn't ask for any money. For a week. Maybe the first day would be like $30 or whatever, and then it would grow. Because a day is not really a good enough litmus test.
Where people have this perception of you of like being a beggar, and like, because it's hard to measure the negative effect of that because you don't know how many people choose not to watch because of something like that, right? So it's very hard for you to come, like, not you, but like for a person to come to a conclusion with that answer, because it's just impossible to know. That's what I would say.
Okay. Now, in regards to what you're saying here, okay, you're saying basically maybe if I didn't ever ask for contributions, I'd actually get more viewers or whatever.
I think it would,
I get that.
yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is, I've been there. Maybe I know you have detractors too. I just don't know.
Every streamer has detractors. Yeah.
Right. For me, okay, if I right now, cold turkey, said to my audience, guess what, guys? I'm never going to ask for a contribution ever again. All right? And I literally did it, and I never did it.
No, don't tell them you're not going to ask for them. Just don't do it for a while and see what happens.
That moment, my detractors would move on to another thing that they don't like about me, and that would become the next meme. And the reason that I know that, they've already done it tons of times over the years.
Like with the wrestling game.
But that was a thing for a big time. It is still a thing. Now, because last year I admitted to it, it's in the past, now it's the begging. That's the new thing. So now the begging is the problem. But what about all the other streamers who ask for contributions?
About you begging, dude.
Oh, well, that's fine. But because DSP does it, it's not good. Right? Just because of me, because I'm doing it. Anyone else can do it, it's fine. You could have entire people who are based on doing things on their streams that you think are immoral or whatever. That's okay. But if DSP asks for contributions from active viewers who like the content, that's not acceptable. So if I were to not do that, it would just be another thing and another thing. And that's the thing. I don't care. And this maybe will be shocking to people. I don't care about people who don't like me.
Understandable. I mean, I'm the same way. I have a lot of people that don't like me, and you just got to deal with it. Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm not here to appease these people, because these people are never going to come to my stream and support the content. They don't care. They're just there to either make fun of me or make a buck by making fun of me. So therefore, why do I give a shit what they say?
Can't I do both?
I'm doing good. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well for myself. Why do I care that someone says that I beg too much? My audience doesn't. So why do I care? If my audience outright said to me right now, Phil, you're going overboard. This is ridiculous. And they have done that, to be fair.
And did you dial it back?
Yeah, course correct, right? You got to adjust on the fly. You got to listen to that constructive criticism.
Yeah, but I'm sure he dialed it back for about 8 seconds, then complained about it for a month, and then kept doing what he was doing anyway.
And you have to adjust. You can't just keep doing the wrong thing, because if I was doing the wrong thing, I wouldn't be successful. But I am. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well. Like I said, this is one of the best years, probably the best year in 10 years that I've had. How am I doing something wrong? You know, I'm making do the only way that I can. You know, like we just talked about some other people. We talked about Boogie and Wings.
Yeah.
They found success by actually kind of stepping away from their individual content and doing a whole lolcow focused show.
Yeah.
They basically made a public spectacle of themselves. They embarrassed themselves to make money, and it worked. You know, Wings has actually outright said, dude, I made money like a doctor. Now I have money in the bank, so I don't have to worry so much about my normal stream. I don't ever want to do that. I want to just... Good, exactly. Yeah. I had him on the show about a month ago, and I commended him. I said, sir, you need praise for that, because I couldn't do that. I'm the kind of guy, if I was put in that situation because I was offered to be on that show, I can't. Like, it would drive me nuts. I would hate myself. I would hate the content I'm putting out. And I would feel like I'm a detriment to human existence because I put out crap. I put out slop. I put out this drama content that it just doesn't add anything.
Well, how do you feel about my content?
I don't know. I legit, be honest with you, don't watch your content.
How do you feel about my content? Trying to go... How do you feel about when I make fun of you fucktard?
So I don't know to what extent it is. I've heard that when you react to stuff, you laugh at it more than, like, you're not, when you watch a detractor video of mine, you're not like, wow, Phil is a piece of garbage and a piece of shit and fuck that guy. You don't do that. You just kind of laugh at me and say, he sucks at the game or whatever, and you move on to the next.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't. As long as it's not coming across with the wrong impression. And sadly, when you say things like, well, Phil's banned from Twitch. Well, no, I'm not.
So you never have been banned from Twitch?
No, I've had those like little quick suspensions.
Okay, so you've been suspended from Twitch, but you've never been permanently banned. And you've closed the account. So like theoretically, you could open your account right now and stream on Twitch if you chose to.
That's right.
Okay. And you just don't do that because you just don't think it's lucrative or for whatever other reason? Because you can't make any money because you got kicked out of the partner program?
Not even that, because I could reapply and probably get back in.
Yeah.
But number one, once you've been treated like that, why go back to that situation? I'm good on YouTube. I'm doing good on Kick. Why would I go to a situation where at a moment's notice, someone's going to say I did something I didn't do and then shut me down again, right?
Because it's extra money and who cares?
Sure.
But in addition, I do have a philosophical problem with Twitch. I do.
Oh.
Like, I've seen over the years.
What do you think about
how
Twitch?
this website?
Yeah.
Sure. When I started streaming on Twitch, Twitch was for gamers. Twitch was supposed to be a place where this is the place if you're a gamer to be. It's a gaming culture, stream game playthroughs and all of that.
Yeah, now it's boobies.
And then during the time that I was there, which was around 5 years, I saw this place go to this sharp decline of make money no matter what. Doesn't matter what kind of content it is. Doesn't matter if it's degenerate, slutty content. You know, the people who are doing sexualized acts on stream and they're on the main page of Twitch, a kid could see that.
Yeah.
And that's what's being pushed on the main page of Twitch. And I see this, I see unfair treatment of streamers on Twitch, where one streamer says and does one thing and is treated incredibly harshly by their team, and another person literally says and does the same thing or worse, slap on the wrist or absolutely no repercussions whatsoever.
I can't say I disagree with Phil on this. I can't. I agree with him.
Yeah.
I don't stand for that at all. That actually gets me so much. I would never stand to make content on a platform like that that's going to not be fair. Okay? I'm sorry. I can't. I feel like I was mistreated in 2021. They are coming down on me saying that I'm a hateful person, hateful content. What content? Tell me what I did to spurn this reaction. We don't have to legally. Well, then I don't have to use your business.
Fucking based, honestly. Like, I'm going to be real. Have you seen some of the recent Twitch controversies?
Indeed, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I do still follow some of those. Yes.
Did he shock the dog or not?
It appears he did.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he did, but it appears
He zapped that puppy. Arr, 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 zap.
he did.
All right, that settles it. Let me think if there's any more of them that have happened recently. I think that Twitch, so you don't like how Twitch has turned into kind of like a kind of social, because like, I mean, to be honest, they've nerfed the e-girls a lot. Like all of those girls that used to be in like pools and, you know, like selling bath water and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Inflatable pickle ricks.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, for sure. That was Asian Bunny and Amarath. I know. And yeah, they did very well. And so yeah, but now they've been massively nerfed, and you hardly see any of those people doing any well at all. I don't really hardly see them at all. And so Twitch, I think that they kind of got rid of that with a lot of the cases, but you kind of have an ideological problem against Twitch, basically, right?
Absolutely. Like, again, why are there streamers on Twitch that say and do things that that's cancelable? That's actually really bad what they're saying. They're calling action against a group of people or whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone else says something way tamer. Oh, suspension. How is that fair? I just don't understand.
I've been wondering that for a long time.
Yeah. They have a select group of people that they like, and they have a select group of people they don't like.
I'm aware of that.
It's that simple.
Yes.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty bad. I mean, do you see a world where you would ever go back to Twitch? Like, would they have to apologize to you? Like, what do you think it would take?
There is a way that I would go back to Twitch. If Dan Clancy stepped down and there was new management, then I would go back to Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you want that guy gone?
That's fair. I'm. You know what? I'm with DSP on this one. Of course, I've already said before Dan Clancy should step the fuck down, but still, I agree with him. I think Dan Clancy should step down. I think there should be somebody in there who actually cares about, the business side and not the ideological side of Twitch, and maybe make that company make some money, because as far as I'm aware, it's never actually made money.
I have no confidence in the people who are running that business that they're doing the right things or will ever change for the better. Like, take a look at the reaction to what happened to TwitchCon, right? They got they essentially have someone there who really doesn't want to be there, but they say, well, you got to kind of be there for the contract. Where's the security? Where is the attention to care for these people who you're making be there because they're your talent?
Yep.
And then what actually have they done in response to what happened at TwitchCon.
Well, they
There was a
lied about
public
it.
Apology.
Yeah.
Exactly. First they lied. You're
Yeah.
right. They lied and said it didn't happen like that or whatever. Then they doubled up. Oh, no. Then there's an apology.
Mm-hmm.
Now, didn't this just happen a day or two ago? We did a $100,000 donation. Okay, great. But what did you do to solve the problem? Who cares what money you gave? Did you actually change your culture, change the security? What? I don't care what money you threw because you have big dollars. Fix the fucking problems. Then maybe people will be happy. Why do you avoid the problems? People call them out for this shit all the time, and they don't actually address the problems. So I'm not gonna go back. Twitch, here's really what irks me, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
On Twitch, I'm a gamer. I want to stream at good quality. Twitch kept coming to my streams telling me my bitrate's too high. I said,
Well, that does the fucking Twitch. Well, the work time I stream on it does that shit to me all the time when I stream. It's like your bitrate is too high, motherfucker. I'm at like typically between 7 and maybe 9,000 bits a second, right? So I'm not like uber super high, but I'm high enough to keep a decent quality on most streams. And yeah, I get that shit all the time from them.
I'm streaming 720p and it's choppy. Oh, your bitrate's too high. What the fuck?
Oh, because you got taken out of the partner program, so you had the shitty bitrate.
Well, this was actually before then. This was before there was bit rates based on that. It was just in general, everyone had the same criteria. So then you would go over to a bigger streamer. They're streaming 1080p, high ass bitrate. No one complains about them, but they come and they yell at me.
Yeah.
Now, recently, I believe you can probably confirm this. Is it true that Twitch finally started increasing their bitrate criteria so you could stream at better quality?
I think that they have it to be like they guarantee an 8K bitrate, but beyond that, it's like you can stream at a higher quality, but they don't guarantee that it will actually like kind of go through. I mean, you know, probably better than I do. Like YouTube bitrate is way better, right? I mean, you can stream at like 15K bitrate, 12K bitrate, and at that point, you're hitting diminishing returns anyway. So like that's more than enough.
So the reason I bring this up, Twitch is supposed to be a site that
I can stream fucking 4K, fucking 120 frames per second and shit to fucking YouTube. It's great.
That was around gaming community.
Sure.
They were the worst fucking bitrate for the longest time. So if you streamed games on there, they looked like ass. So it was contradictory to what their whole philosophy supposedly was. If I go to YouTube, I can do twice the quality for my audience. Why am I staying on Twitch? It's ass backwards the way they think, and they dodge every issue. They push the issue to the side. We're so sorry that happened. Here's a donation. Did you fix the issue?
Yeah.
Here's a donation. Fuck you, man. I'm not going back there.
So you're just not going to put up with that bullshit. You don't want to deal with that anymore. You're beyond that. That's another point in your life.
I don't need to be walking on eggshells every moment I'm streaming that some idiot mass reported me for something I didn't do and now they're going to suspend me or kick me out. Fuck them. I'm done with that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I streamed Final Fantasy 16 and my bitrate was so bad you could barely even see what was happening. And it was insane. Yeah, like it was like you were playing it on like a Nokia phone or something like that. So yeah, it was just dog shit. I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. Do you mind if I take a second? I got to use the bathroom.
Go for it.
Okay, all right, give me 1 second. Be right back.
All right. Is he gone? All right, so now I'm going to tell you all what I really think about Asmongold behind his back. He is... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. For real, I just want everyone watching, thank you for watching. I mean, apparently there's great viewership. I don't know. My stream has great viewership, I'm sure.
Okay.
Asmon's has pretty good viewership. And the fact that you guys were actually talking to him about getting me on in the last week was really nice of everyone to actually try to give me a chance to talk. I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. Again, whether you like me or hate
yeah, dude, ask for money.
me, it's all good. Really, it is. It's all good. Just, you know, I just want to do my own thing. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to be in this lolcow circle bullshit that they pull me into every day. And I hope that you'll check out my channel if you're interested. If you're not, it's all good. Hope you guys are liking it. My stream, of course, says that it's going good, but I don't know in general what everyone actually thinks. I can.
You know, I have to admit, there are a few things that I've got to push back against Phil on because he's kind of kind of bending the truth a little bit there, Philly boy. At least as far as I'm aware. But I agree with his entire reason for not being on Twitch. I get that completely. I 100% fucking agree with that shit. I don't think that the detractors are trying to put him down, because if he wants to be put down, then they don't make money on him. I think of he just hurts himself when he streams and begs. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Holy shit, I might actually. I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. I'm going to get so much shit for this. My perspective, maybe, of Phil here might be. It might actually be changing a little bit. It might be. I might start to think that he's probably not really that bad. I might start thinking he's okay. I'm not. It's a funny feeling. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe all this time that I've just seen the clips and things like that of Phil and seen other people talk about things he's done, that it could be, it could be entirely possible that I mean, give me a second. I could have been wrong about someone like that, and misjudging people, that hurts me so much. I just can't. I can't do it. It just makes me so sad. I don't. Nah, probably not.
Only see what my stream chat says. They're having a good time, it seems. So, there's 41,000 people watching on Asmongold stream right now. Just slightly more viewership than I usually.
Yeah, is that it? Only 41,000. Wow,
dude,
bro, we're falling off.
Slightly bigger than me. Just a little bit, okay?
I mean, the thing is, Twitch has been dying too. Like the viewership and popularity of the platform has gone down massively. So I'm not sure. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right to jump ship, and you're on another platform now, and you're doing relatively well. So you're financially stable. Everything's. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You were talking about Twitch earlier, and that you think that it's very profitable to be on Twitch. Correct?
Of course.
But why do you say that? Because when I was on Twitch, I'm not exaggerating now, I made less per each sub I got. The bits, actually the bits, I guess you get 100% of the bits that they throw you, right? That's true. You do get all the bits.
Technically.
But the membership, or the subs, definitely you made half, right? You get half of a sub. On YouTube, you make more. On Kick, you make way more. I don't know why you're saying that it's so much more lucrative to stream on Twitch, because I never experienced that. From my experience, maybe it's changed, but I didn't experience that. That's another reason why I don't see why I would go back. I don't see the big financial boon that I would get.
Well, I mean, for me, back in the day, like with the amount of money, like on my main channel, like we were, I mean, I can just say it, right? I was making on Twitch like few $100,000 a month, right? And so, yeah, it was a lot of money. And so that was like really not even running ads or anything like that. But and like that's if you do run ads and you have people watching, etc. But like it has gone down massively. Like they basically just took a zero off of my earnings, and I changed my channel, etc. Right? But like you're right that Kick pays a lot better. So yeah, you've got the the Kick partner program as well, which does extremely well. So
I got a question for you about that too.
Yes.
Do you think Kick is sustainable and they can keep doing what they're doing? Because, man, they are paying well, and I don't know how they're doing it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious how they're doing it. They're using Kick as a loss leader for stake, and then they're paying for it by the losses that people lose in gambling. That's how they're doing it. We're getting paid from people that are too stupid to figure out math and play slots. That's how
pretty
it happens.
Much, yeah.
That's what's happening, yeah. I mean, that's the way it goes, right? I mean, it's a redistribution of wealth. You don't know how to do math? That's too bad.
I'm just curious how long it's going to keep up. If it is a lost leader, what's the benefit there for them to keep it going? Do they think it's going to blow up eventually and be the place that will be profitable? Or
I think that there's probably my expectation, and this is what they've said publicly, is that there are some people that maliciously use the Kick incentive program, and in doing so, they will probably kind of remove some people out of it that are taking advantage of it or view botting in order to get a higher ratio of payment. And you saw recently people complaining about that. Is it sustainable? Oh, here's the thing, right? Is that in the Bible they're talking about gambling, and we still have gambling. It's not going away. Yeah, it's not going away. We're not going.
Fair enough point.
Yeah, I mean, because for a long time I was very, very against gambling, and now I don't give a shit. I mean, I've lost the battle. I've lost the war. I don't gamble. I'm not really a big gambling guy, but a lot of other people love to do it. And if they want to do it and then I get paid for it, that sounds pretty good to me. And you're getting paid for it too.
Yeah.
I am. I'm in the KCIP program. I'm getting the ridiculous amount of revenue from each sub over there.
Yes.
And now there's Kicks. So, I'm making bank on it too, to be honest. Because people say to me, why am I on Kick? I only get 1/3 of the amount of viewership on Kick that I do on YouTube. I'm like,
you probably still make a lot of money on there, right?
Yeah, it's paying decent. It's less of a hassle, even though there's a lot of trolls and stuff that I get on there. Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother me. Let them talk over there, and hey, if I'm making the money, who cares, right?
Yeah.
You might, I'm definitely not getting paid on a fucking Kick or whatever. My biggest complaint is the fucking the people that go, oh, invite me to your Discord so I can sell you my bot service, or the plain flat just hey, go to blah 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 takeoutspace.com to get more viewers, and they're just fucking bot websites.
No, that's my opinion on Kick. I mean, I've thought about streaming on YouTube as well. I might talk to them about trying to kind of make it better, especially with the DMCA things that happen and the auto takedowns. And if they were able to do that and lock that down, I'd probably stream on YouTube also. So it just really kind of depends. But yeah, I mean, do you have any other questions for me? Because I've asked you a lot.
Yeah, honestly,
Go ahead.
I don't have much targeted to you. I know you're a gamer. You're a gamer like me, dude.
I am.
And so we have a lot. I think we do have a lot in common, just probably not specific to certain genres of game. But to pick your brain, this year with gaming, how do you think gaming was this year in general? Do you think it was a great year for games? I guess you had reacted to the Game Awards nominees. Did. In general, what did you think? Do you think
I was gonna react to the Game Awards, and I forgot that they even existed.
These are good games this year that got in it, or do you think that we're on a downward trend? What do you think there?
I think that gaming right now is better than it ever has been because there are less barriers to entry for people to publish and release video games without having to go through a publisher, a console, or any sort of a...
Yeah, the independent style games are better, but the AAA games have gone to shit.
Gatekeeping system. So all you really need to do is just be able to make a video game and release it on Steam. So you've had games like Megabonk, for example. Did you play Megabonk?
I did not play Megabonk. People have asked me to do it. I might.
Yeah, it's a good game, right? And so there's a lot of games like that. Right. There's games like Ball Pit, which wasn't really an indie game. It was published, but it was made by an individual guy. And there are a lot of instances where I actually think that did you play Expedition 33?
Oh yes, I did.
Absolutely. What do you think is Game of the Year?
Okay, I don't want to spoil because I do my own Game of the Year awards at the end of the year, so I'm not going to spoil my audience. But everyone knows that probably top 3 games for me this year were, either Expedition 33, Hollow Knight Silk Song, or this is a big one that no one knows, Blueprints.
Oh yeah, that was the puzzle game. That was an indie game.
Yes.
Okay, so you all right? So you've played a lot of those games. I think gaming now is amazing. And I never run out of video games to play. Anybody who's unhappy with video games nowadays, I think is a retard. Phil, are you retarded?
Well, I'm not happy with AAA games, but yeah, all the other games I'm pretty good with.
Are you happy with games?
A year ago, I
Yeah.
became a PC gamer, so now I have a gaming PC and I can play anything I want, and I'm loving gaming right now.
Yes.
This is the best. This is, like I said, best year I've had, bar none, in over a decade. I used to be stuck on console because I couldn't afford a good gaming PC.
Oh, wow.
Now I have one, and it's like the whole new world. The doors have
So
opened.
you've come
Here
out.
comes
You've
this
come
giant-
out of the cave of being like a console
yes.
caveman. Yeah, no, it makes it. There's a lot
Look
of
how
people.
this
That,
Could afford a good gaming PC? Dude, I don't have a good gaming PC. I have an okay one.
they're like that. Honestly, it's very common.
It's awesome, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
I had more fun this year playing every game that was not from a AAA studio than anything I played from a AAA studio. Every game I played that was AAA was like disappointment, mid, boring, samey shit, not putting effort in. And then the other thing that gets me too is I mean, maybe you don't agree. I think they lie about it. Like Ubisoft just came out there like, oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows did really well for us. In what fucking universe?
Well,
Who was
it's
talking about that game.
it's manipulative language. So, like, whenever they said Assassin's Creed Shadows did very well, they were including Assassin's Creed Shadows in the blanket statement that Assassin's Creed was doing well categorically as a franchise. And the frame of reference that they were using, like the analytical point they were using, were the amount of people that were logged in and playing the game based off of the amount of hours that they were playing. So it wasn't actually anything about the sales of the game. It wasn't anything about the amount of actual players of the game necessarily. It was like a third level, second order fucking, metric that they were using.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think it's very
They do that shit a lot. It's very manipulative.
obvious, right? If Assassin's Creed was actually doing very well and Ubisoft was doing very well, their stock wouldn't have gone down 90% in 5 years, right? It would have gone back up. Yeah, and it hasn't been going back up because it's a shitty company. I mean, did you play Assassin's Creed Shadows?
For about 10 hours, I could not stomach it any further, and I deleted it. I had enough. I was so bored.
I mean, I kind of agree with you if you want me to be honest. Like, I did the same thing. Like, I did a few of them, and then I realized, like, the entire world scaled with you, and there was, like, no real sense of progression. And, like, after you play the game for an hour, you've pretty much played the entire game. And then I just stopped. Yeah, I just lost interest, and I didn't really care.
I also like games that you're supposed to be an assassin, and what you do is you go inside the enemy base and kill, like, 72 people.
Yeah.
Because that's what assassins do, right? They just wipe out entire armies in one swoop. Very realistic to feudal Japan and how they were doing it back then.
Yeah, right, of course, yeah.
Because with this game, I don't know. Hey, what do you think about the statement that Phil Spencer made a little bit ago? He said, gaming is now in a slump. Like, we're in a decline, a slump, a crash, and that's why, like, our games at our studios aren't doing well. Do you think gaming is in a slump right now?
I think his brand.
I think the AAA gaming is in a slump because they're too concerned about DEI hires, ideology, intersectional feminism, and not actually catering to their customers, which are majority men who want boobies and action games and good stories.
Of gaming is. I think that Xbox, like, I mean, if you, I mean, look at like all of the Xbox franchises, like Doom: The Dark Ages didn't really do extremely well.
Nope.
Like, I don't think it got nominated for anything in the Game Awards even. Like, it was just
No, it was a cookie cutter fucking game.
pretty much released and forgotten instantly because it was bad. You also have Halo, which, like, I mean, I don't know how they still have 343. Like, they rebranded to Halo Studios, but I think a lot of the same people are there. Like, basically, Xbox is, like, in my opinion, I think Xbox has the most consumer-friendly business model. Like, I mean, this is prior to, like, them increasing the Game Pass price by a lot. But besides that, I actually think they have a very consumer-friendly business model. But the problem is that they are also one of these publishers that release these really complex games and these really over-designed games, like these, you know, quote, AAA games, and they're just dog shit. And so I think
Yeah, they just think their shit don't stink is what it is.
Xbox having a problem with that is really, I mean, Phil Spencer is right if you're talking about AAA video games. Like, I think he is right, But the problem is, like, a lot of the AAA games they're so involved and they're so over-designed. And I think that they're really designed by committee. And so they're set up basically to fail because you don't have any sort of cohesive vision for them. That's really the reason why I think that it fell apart. And I think that's why Xbox, like, Game Pass, that's why he's saying that about it.
I completely agree with you. It seems like we're in like mind on a lot of this stuff because I hear him say shit like that and I'm like, dude, you're in charge of a major part of gaming. If gaming's in a slump, who's responsible?
Yeah, you're one of the Xbox is one of the biggest ones.
Like, how on earth could he just be like, oh no, it's gaming is the slump, that's what's going on? Like, dude, just passing the buck. I mean, in truth, if that was the case, we wouldn't have had Expedition 33 selling a ridiculous amount of copies and Silk Song doing well, even though it's a relatively smaller scale game. We have games that are doing well. It's just not the big AAA games anymore. And that's
it's not your games. Yeah, exactly.
Competition, right, spurns creativity and spurns improvement. So now the big guys who used to always have the money print for them every
Yeah, but it doesn't spurn spawn creativity and improvement if you've got the lock on the industry, and they still do for now.
year are like, oh shit, it's not printing anymore. Now we have to try again.
Well, they're not able to. It's because the people that work at these studios are fucking incompetent. Like, the executives don't know anything. I think that a lot of the developers and the writers are morons. Like, it's just people that are totally fucking, like, just completely out of it all the way down. Like, I think it's like a structural problem. And that's why you see new studios, like what you were saying, like Standfall Entertainment or any of these other ones that are doing very well. And I think that really you have, like, it's the same studio like Warhorse Studios that made Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Also a very successful studio. Many of these studios do great, and that's fine. But I think that a lot of them kind of, there's like I think it's like a corporate entropy where you just keep adding more and more people to the project, and it ends up like basically turning it into like this immovable mass. And I think that...
Well, yeah, I'd have to agree with Osmond here, you know. But it's not really just that they hire stupid people. It's they hire stupid people who think they're smart. They hire stupid people who are so ingrained in ideology, and in this case, it's usually very left-leaning ideology. Let's not fucking beat around the bush here on that one. And in some cases, for some businesses, it's right-leaning ideology. It's the same thing, just different view. But it's so ingrained in that ideology. They're so stupid, they think they're smart. And people who think they're smart will never ask anybody for advice and follow it. The people who actually are at least mildly intelligent will listen to the people around them and at least attempt, not always get it right, but at least attempt to change course. And these people are never gonna do that, because you, the customer, the gamer, the dude or dudette that has decided you don't like their games anymore, you are the problem. It's never their fault, because they're the smart one. So it must be you.
That's what happened with like Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it's what's happened with like a number of other games like Star Wars Outlaws or Dragon Age Veilguard or something like that.
Starfield has an infamous story where a game dev who no longer works there said they needed a chair designed for a cutscene, and literally had to submit the request for the chair to a department to design the chair, but then had to get 2 department sign-offs to get the chair design, and then they had to wait like 2 months, so their work was held up for 2 months to get a fucking chair made for a scene. How is that game development? Like,
well, it's not. I mean, did you play Starfield?
It's...
Oh god, that game was trash.
Awful.
It's a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit game.
And I really want it to be good.
Yeah, I played it a lot, and I hated it. I hated, like, I'd say, like, 95% of playing the game, and I played it for, like, 70 hours.
It's like someone what I say now about these modern companies, what they're doing is they got a good original game. They got a Fallout or they've got an old Assassin's Creed, right? But the people who made it aren't there anymore. So what happens is the new team, they put that game down on a photocopier and they photocopy it. Then they got to make another one. So they take the photocopy of the photocopy and they photocopy that. So what happens is the quality of each copy goes down, down, down. And now, let's play Starfield. It's the hot new Bethesda game. What the fuck is this? It plays nothing like anything that I liked from.
You know, I'm going to have to say, dude, I think if they just did the photocopy version of gaming, they would probably end up better.
Fallout or Elder Scrolls. How did they fuck this up so bad? Because these aren't the same people. Their talent's gone. They're just copying what their predecessors did.
Are you familiar with the metaphor of like the ship of Theseus? Have you ever heard of that?
I have, but it's not coming to mind.
Okay,
right now.
so basically it's the question of if you replace every single board except for one board on a ship of the original ship, is it still the ship that it originally was? Is it still?
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. Because if you think about, excuse me, older ships, right? Like the ones that were all made of wood and crap. By the end of their life, they had probably had the vast majority of the planks on the hull replaced. The decking replaced. And if something happened, probably the framing as well. So technically, yes, it's the same ship.
The ship of Theseus. And I think that's what's happened with a lot of these studios, is that the only person that's still working there, that was working there whenever they made good games, is the janitor. And everybody else, everybody else is gone. So, yeah, no, I think you're totally right about that. And I think it's probably going to keep getting worse, too, if you want me to be honest. Like a lot of these studios, I think that the way they hire people is embarrassing. I think that just in general, like the kind of people that they bring on the teams, like you're a bit older than I am, but like I hate the people that are around my age, like I'm 35, like that make video games, like that quirky millennial dog shit. Oh my God, I hate it so much. And it's just so fucking cringe. And now they're writing video games. Makes me crazy.
Do you honestly think that Bethesda will ever put out another good game again?
No.
No.
Of course not. Like, no. I mean, like, the thing is that they already fucked up.
I don't think any AAA studio will ever put out an actual good game again.
I think they fucked up with Fallout, the recent Fallout. They fucked up with Starfield. Like, I mean, they're going to make Elder Scrolls 6 good. I don't really see, like, why would anybody think that? I mean, again, now I'm looking forward and I'm hoping to be wrong. But the fact is that their formula for doing things it's dated. It's a dated formula. And I don't really see them being able to innovate. I think that the best thing that they've done in the last 10 years is re-release something that they did 20 years ago. Yeah. That's not very good.
Right. And their revenue stream, sadly.
Yeah, but didn't Bethesda go with the re-release of Elder Scrolls or whatever? Didn't they say, oh yeah, it's all totally exactly like the original. We just made it look better. And a bunch of shit was not like the original.
When something like Starfield fails is, let's just do some more expansions for Fallout 76 or Elder Scrolls Online. It's like, this whole formula of now every game that's going to be profitable has to be this
like a live service,
content, DLC, live service. It's nuts. It's killing gaming. And somehow we're not realizing this. Like, the best games of the year aren't live service games ever.
Yeah.
So why are we like rewarding these games? Why are we sinking billions of dollars into GTA Online when it took so long for GTA 6 to come out? That's why it took so long to come out. And it's still not out.
It's one of the reasons, I mean, I think for sure. Like, I don't hate live service games categorically, but I think that you're right that a lot of companies do kind of fall victim to falling for the idea of, oh, we'll just make the game live service. And I think what happens really is that these video games, you know, it costs like $300 million to make the game. So you're just realistically not going to make that money back through just like box sales. So like they have to like kind of like basically I don't know, reinforce the sales with battle passes or with pre-order bonuses or with expansions or DLC or like free bundles.
Yeah, but like pre-order bonuses used to be kind of cool. Excuse me, I had a cough. Kind of cool, right? I mean, because pre-order bonuses, it used to be back in the day, you're like, okay, I'll pre-order a game and maybe I'll get like when me and an ex had pre-ordered, was it Black Ops 2 or 3? One of the two. We went to the midnight release, right? And they gave you a cap and shit. That was pretty fucking cool. That was a little extra nod, right? To have it because you pre-ordered the game. Or, you know, you could pre-order like collector's editions of games and shit, and you got like little statues and, you know, shit like that. That was, I mean, was the statue worth the extra $40 you were paying for the fucking game? No, not really. But it was at least something. Now you get jack shit. Now you get, oh, hey, I know, we're just going to include with your pre-order of, you know, the golden triangle copy of the game, this thing that's on the disc, or, well, if we had discs anymore, it would be on the disc, but it's already part of the download. We're just going to give you the key to unlock it, you know, for an extra $100.
Or not free, but like you know, paid bundles and like gotcha characters and stuff like this. So I think that's what happens, right? Is they run out of money that they can make, just like from like basically, it's like, you know, you're gonna at most sell like maybe 3 million copies of this game. Well, you know, 3 million times like 60 even, right? That's 180 million. So like if you're and that's assuming that you make 100% of the profit, which you're obviously not going to. But like even if you do, and your game's $300 million, okay, well you're still like over $100 million down. So yeah, I think that's what happens. Is that these companies, they're too big to succeed.
Exactly. They've grown too big for their own britches. They spend too much, and then, gee, I wonder why.
I wouldn't say they're too big to succeed. I would say they just are shit with money.
It took so long for that game to come out, and then it's inferior. Oh, now we didn't make the money. Well, you should have just made a good game that didn't take.
Then they just expect people to spend the money.
$300 million, and then maybe, you know, what really I love about this year. Claire Obscure being so good.
Yeah.
And it's former game devs from Ubisoft who said, fuck Ubisoft, this company sucks. And they left and made a better game than Ubisoft could ever put out. It just blows my mind, and I'm happy for that. I want more of that, for sure.
I think more of them should leave. You're absolutely right. I totally agree with you. I hope that it continues. I really do. And I think that it will also. I think that people are just tired of playing the same old, you know, like boring, like, you know, played out slop. And I felt this way. I don't even know about some of these other games that recently have come out. Like I enjoyed like maybe like one or like two like really like decent games. Like I like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, even though it was hard for me to get into it. But like other than that, a lot of these other games, I just really couldn't get into them because I thought they were garbage. Like even and like honestly, I would even say Monster Hunter Wilds I think had development problems. And it's like I hope Capcom doesn't have that happen. But like now, I mean, did you play Dragon's Dogma 2?
I played Dragon's Dogma 2, but that was before I was on PC. It didn't run too well on console, and I had a lot of problems with it because of that, so I kind of dropped it after a bit.
Yeah, it didn't really run on PC either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not really. I mean, like, unless you had, like, a super, like, I mean, I have a really expensive computer, so, like, obviously I was able to run it, but, like, people had tons of performance issues. And so, like, now Capcom's, like, they've had, like, Dragon's Dogma 2 not do well, and also...
His thing is needy streamer overload? The fuck is that? Okay. Near Atama, okay. Ninja Gaiden, okay, good. Nightingale, I never heard that. Ninja Swarm, never idea what that is. Kind of going through his Metal Gear, Beef Pantangio. Milk inside of a bag. Milk inside of a bag. Okay.
The Monster Hunter Wild's not doing well. That doesn't look very good, right? Doesn't look very good at all.
Wow.
So, I think that even big studios like that are having it happen, which is like Capcom, I would say, is like one of those gold standard companies, right? And I think that, like, what really happened is that, like, I always go back to this one point where Elon Musk fired 80% of people on Twitter, and the website didn't change. And I think that really goes to show, and like what your story was with Starfield, that really goes to show where their priorities are. And I think that it's just like a corporate entropy where they just hire more middlemen.
They hire more people because they don't know how to take care of the problems they have. And they think that adding more problems on top of problems are going to do good. And when they base their hiring off of ideology and politics instead of people who are actually good at their jobs, this is what they get.
Middle management hires more people to manage the middle managers. And then there's just so many of them that before you know it, that's the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I completely agree. Wow. We are of like mind on gaming, man. Like, seriously, like everything you're saying, I've said on my streams too.
Yeah. I mean,
it's pretty cool.
Well, if you
it's
play
cool to
games,
have this conversation.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Do you want to know the truth, man?
Yeah.
Can I drop a little bomb here?
Sure.
I don't get to have these fucking conversations because everyone hates me for no reason. All right? Everyone literally fucking hates my guts. I can't get anyone to have a normal conversation about anything because all they ever want to talk about is WWE champions and e-begging and this drama shit. This is a fun conversation, and I would love to have these kind of conversations. So thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of fun today without just having to talk to my viewers. Having to talk to someone else, another creator, is awesome. It is really a great experience.
Sure. I mean, like, I'll probably be bringing back a podcast that I'm doing sometime soon, and maybe you can come on that, right? And we can get you, some...
Oh, is this another... Oh... Steak and eggs? We going back doing steak and eggs? Huh? I'd be okay. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'm for it.
Your opinions on gaming. I think that could be fun. What do you think about that?
1,000,000% I'm there,
That's
dude.
great.
This has been a great time. You've been awesome to me, and I really appreciate you giving me a fair shake. It's been an awesome experience.
I try to give everybody a fair shake, and I try to, like, hear their side of the story, etc. So yeah, man, I really do appreciate you coming on and everything. I know obviously it's been kind of a while. I'm sure you've got other things to do. I've got, like a million other fucking drama things to get into, but I do.
Your audience is bored with me. Get me off the fucking stream. Go talk about the drama.
Well, you've got the cat on now, so it's okay. And so,
the viewership,
of course.
There you go.
Yeah, the cat, the only pussy he's seen for a while.
And so, no, I mean, I do really appreciate you coming on and, doing everything live and, in front of a big audience like this. It's commendable and it's respectable. And so I do really appreciate you coming on and talking about it.
Thank you so much. Really, and thanks to everyone. The audience, sounds like the audience really enjoyed it too. Thank you guys for watching. Again, it's youtube.com/DSP Gaming. That's how you actually see me, not the detractor. If you just search online on YouTube, you won't find me. You have to go to the channel directly, sadly. You, I think, stream like at exactly the same time that I do during the day.
Yeah. I go live in the day, and then by a time, like, because you're probably the same way, right? I mean, you have shit that you want to do in the evening, and so, like, you stream during the day, and then, like, you finish it, and then now you've got, like, the evening to do whatever you want.
Yeah, what I do is I have two streams, one major stream that starts around the same time you start. I end that between like 4:30 p.m. my time. I spend some time with my wife, usually have like a meal, and then I actually have a late stream. So if anyone is interested in checking out my stuff and not interfering with Asmon's content, I do a late stream every night.
Look at his face. Look at Asmon's face. Oh my god. The not interfering with Asmon's content. He's like, motherfucker. You could go for another 20 fucking years and you're not going to even come close to interfering with my shit. If they're going to have to choose between me and you, we both know where they're going.
Around 7 o'clock, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, if you're interested.
And that's also on your DSP Gaming channel?
That's on DSP Gaming. Tonight I'm playing Tormented Souls 2.
Okay.
Continuing on with that playthrough if anyone's interested. So swing on by. You're welcome.
Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate you coming on, and I'll actually be very curious to see what the reactions to this are. I'm extremely curious. Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone thought that once.
I think, Zach, Asmongold has been very fair to DSP. I really do. I think there's a couple of things that he probably should have called him on, like the the excuse me, the little white lie about the @ symbol. You probably should have went, yeah, dude, it's on there. It's on your front page. But, you know, and there were a couple other things too. But, you know, for the most part, I think it was bad.
Again, the toxic people. Asmongold, all he wants to do is he wants to snake fill, and he wants to be awful. He's going to have detractors appearing and people. I never got that impression of you at all. I don't know why people are saying that shit. Maybe they were just trying to scare me out of it and to not do it.
Yeah.
But like, you always seem like a level-headed dude who has fair takes. And I was like, dude, it seems like when you talk about gaming in general, what I hear is like stuff that I agree with. I'm like, what's the big, like, what do they think's going to happen? I mean, you're going to fight or something? Like, what?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, you know, you spend all day and, you know, you watch content that you totally believe and you treat it like wrestling and you believe wrestling is real too. And, you know, you do that for a long enough time and you're going to have a very distorted view on the world, to say the least. So, yeah, no, I totally get it. And I think it's pretty common. I mean, usually, like, talking to somebody, you find out that you have more in common than you have not in common with them, even whenever it's somebody that you might have a certain impression about. And you talk to somebody and it's like, well, most people can usually get along, right?
Right.
So,
all right, now that being said, when are we going to have a high-profile boxing match for $50?
Oh, I don't know about that, okay? Fuck that. I've already lost enough of my fucking teeth. I don't need to lose the last few of them, okay? So, yeah, no, absolutely not. But, yeah,
right.
I'm going to get back to it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And, guys, DSP Gaming on YouTube and also Kick, right?
It's a DSP Gaming Reel on Kick, because someone stole my name before I could get the name. Okay. So it's DSP Gaming Reel on Kick if you want to check me out there. I co-stream.
Okay,
so.
Got it. All right, man. Well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And we'll keep in touch, and I'll talk to you later, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man.
All right. I'll see you later. Peace. Man. Man. Can you believe that? Oh my god. Excellent talk. Yeah, that was fucking funny. Great talk. That was cool. Way more bass than I thought. Yeah. Did you guys like it? Was that enjoyable? I don't usually do. I don't really bring people on very often, right? I don't do that. But I thought, you know, like this is, you know, a special occasion. It's a very special occasion, so I had to do it. And I hope you guys had fun. You should talk to people more. That's really funny. That's what a funny guy. We've got a joker in chat.
I mean, I want to agree with the dude that says he should talk to people more. I think he should. I think Asmon should do like actual interviews with people. Because I'm curious to see how that would be. Just him though, not the Steak and Eggs podcast thing. Just him, just grabbing, you know, some people who might be controversial, like DSP, or like even like a little random streamer person out there, right? Get a variety, get a range. Be like, hey, let's. I want to interview you. I want to see what makes you tick. And just go from there. I think that would be kind of cool. I think it would be kind of neato bandito, really. Let's get away from that though. But I don't know. I'm not, you know, 100% convinced, right? That it's going to make a difference, really. I don't think DSP is going to change any of his bigger ways. I don't think that in the long run he's going to end up learning from the talk and, excuse me, just doing that with his chat or any of that crap. I really don't. I think he's going to just continue with what he does because it works. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, it works for him. When it comes down to it, it works for him. It works for him. Get the echo out there. Why do anything else? Right? And it looks like on Kick we got a new follower from a follow from a Hex Akif. Hey Hex, thank you very much. If you're still around, I much appreciate it. Let's see here though. I'm gonna kind of look around here for a minute on some things. So I need to put out an actual video today, or maybe I guess the stream will be the video. I don't know. I don't normally just leave streams up as videos, but I might do that today. So we might just take a look at a few things here as soon as I can find something to talk about, because I didn't prepare today. I didn't I didn't have any really thing else to talk about besides I wanted to look at the interview or slash discussion, right? Let's see, game rant. Okay, how about Nan? I don't know what I want to do. Kotaku had to say. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab a beverage, so I will be back in just a second. Be right back. Okay, I have returned. I am back. Hello, 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 hello. Let's. This is fucking hilarious. But first, I'm gonna share the beverage popping. Ready? 3, 2. Yummy beverage. Okay, let's get rocking and rolling here. All right. So apparently, Xbox or Microsoft, instead of putting out good games and shit like that, and raising the prices of their consoles, and just raising the price of Game Pass and everything too, just not having really the best of few years or so, have decided that this is going to be funny. They put out their own version of Crocs, because that's what the world needs. Crocs that have an Xbox gamepad on the toe. How you can't make that shit up. Okay. Crocs, I'm told, are very comfortable. They're definitely not, have never been, and will never be my thing. Oh, finally, this person. Okay. Normally, when it comes to somebody writing for Kotaku, I want to give them shit automatically, but I'm on their side here. I'm on their side. Crocs are horseshit. Crocs are the thing you buy, right? Because they used to be cheap as fuck. They used to be like $10 for a pair, okay? I don't know how much they are now. Probably more because they're like people wear them a lot. But there used to be that pair of shitty slip-on shoes, right? You bought to go get the paper. So you didn't have to put your actual shoes on. And you didn't have the risk of stepping in dog shit with your bare feet when you walked across the lawn. So, at least they'd make for a great icebreaker party. You get a bash against something. You can walk around going, "This is an Xbox. Everyone will love you." No, I fucking doubt it. Is there a commercial there? Oh, there's a commercial for this. Let's see. That's so bad. Honestly, I'm digging the color for Doom Carrot Charm the most. That's a charm? That's on the shoe? That is so dumb. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, like I was saying. So apparently they can't release good games anymore. They have to keep raising the prices of the consoles even though they're not selling worth shit. They raise the price of Xbox Game Pass even though you really don't get much better value out of it. And their Xbox has gone to shit for gamers. Period. But all that, and they had the time to release a pair of Crocs with not only the Xbox branding on it, but a controller type of toe hold there. Does it say in here whether that actually works? No, okay. I was gonna say, now, if it was the one that actually kind of worked, that'd be kind of fucking cool. All right? It'd be kind of cool. But then again, you probably have some dipshit that takes like their grubby toes out of one of them and starts playing it with like their toe and some shit. And it's not gonna be that person that has like well manicured feet and all that crap. It's always gonna be that dude that has like, quarter-inch thick grandpa toenails. Or that chick that has the quarter-inch thick grandma toenails. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen them. Oh, that is fucking hilarious. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. Yeah. Doop-a-doo. Okay, so what else do we have going on here? What else is going on? What else is happening in the world? Am I doing anything really at all? Did my stream die? did mess. Oh no, it didn't die. Okay. That's weird. I thought the stream died for a second there. That's strange that. Yeah, I was pretty sure it died. But okay, cool, fine. Don't want to kick here. Let's see. Was there anything else here to talk about for a second or two here? So I can. So I can do. Ooh. Ooh, that looks interesting. Okay, okay. Okay, give me a sec here. Both of them, there we are. All right. Let's get going here. Okay, can you see that? Probably. All right, so apparently somebody from what is this? The Gamer? Video game something or other, whatever website, thinks that you shouldn't remake a game and make a copy, which is kind of the point of remaking something, is to have it be the same but possibly look better and run better. But you know what? Let's see here. Video game remakes shouldn't be exact remakes. I'm gonna differ from that. I think if you're gonna remake a game, it should be exact. But let's see. Let's see what Heidi Kemp here. Sorry, Heidi Kemps says. This maybe her thing from GameSpot here maybe it'll change my mind. Maybe we'll see. Right? Let's take a look here. Looking at my past few years of reviews for GameSpot, I've noticed a trend. I've looked at a lot of remakes and remasters. A lot of them have been good, great even. It makes me happy to see games that had a big impact in Japan in their heyday, like Live a Live, Romance Saga 2, finally make their way overseas. Well, yeah. But what is the so many remakes lack ambition? Well, yeah, if they're just making the game, rebuilding the game and making it look better, of course it's going to lack ambition. They're just trying to make it look better, right? I mean, that's kind of how this works. In entertainment media, familiarity and name recognition carry a lot of weight. If you watch or play through the entire Legacy series, blah, 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 blah. So what is her actual reasoning here? The remake keeps true to the origins of the game's plot, but attempts to modernize it by adding in mostly superfluous details. Sometimes, yes. So I think, from what I'm getting here, her argument is they're just adding shit that doesn't need to be there. So if you're going to add the extra shit, I mean, you might as well change something. That's kind of what I'm understanding this to be. So, but my argument is then, instead of making a remake, why not just make a different game? And honestly, I'm going to be honest, a lot of this reads like it's done by AI. Yeah. But yeah, if you're going to change stuff for the story, change stuff for the look of the game, change things for swapping out characters, shit like that, then why not just plain out not have it in there? Why not just make a new game? I mean, yeah. That's all I got on that one. Alright, was there anything else to complain about, talk about, do about? Do I have time to play any Vigimo games? Do I have time to play a Vigimo game? I don't know. Let me see here. I don't really have time to play a Vigimo game. Can we do like a round of something? You know what? Let's do a round of the bonker. We do a round of Mega Bonk. Turn Mega Bonk's volume down here a little bit. You know what? I think we're going to do that. We're going to do a round of Mega Bonk. Let's make me a little smaller. Or maybe not. I don't have time. I want to play. I want to do something, but I don't have time. I need to actually sleep and shit, which is a bummer. I hate the fact that I have to sleep. It really is horrible. You know that? The fact that I have to sleep is horrible. I would be tickled pink if I didn't have to sleep. If I could just play video games, bitch about shit, react to crap, and have a good time all the time. That would be awesome! But sadly for me, it's not going to happen. So, if you liked the thing today and the thing and all that, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button, comment, and all those wonderful things. And I will see you later and all that stuff. And I almost forgot. There will be a holiday stream on Thursday. I'm hoping around between 2 and 3 p.m. Mountain Time. General, Central, whatever Mountain Time. Think Colorado type time. And I'm not sure what we're going to play. But we're going to chat for a little bit. I'm going to hop on for those who unfortunately don't have anywhere to go for the holiday. Spend some time with you. And hopefully make your holiday at least a little better.